The fully geeked.
Yes. Evening, man. Them Wagwan people.
What a
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, I got a secret. Not a secret. That's a random word. I got a confession to make. Last week I told you this episode 50 is actually episode 49.5 because we lost episode 27. So let's give it to right. It's episode 49.
Did we lose or did we miss or did you miscount?
I can neither confirm nor deny that conversation, but we recorded a podcast and we lost it. And that is what I'm sticking with. All right. Anyone else that wants to question it? Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Could do one.
That's it. What's happening, though? How's everyone this week?
All good.
Yeah, all right, man. All right. Yeah.
All good in the hood.
The boiler went down, so like, got to get a new boiler. You know how expensive those things are. But
the boiler went down.
Yeah, bruv.
What? Because your heating was on, or like
no, bruv. You know what? Because it's lockdown. I don't know if everyone's doing this because it's lockdown. Yeah, you're just doing little bits in the house. Do you know what I mean? So we got like a side gate, but the side gate to open it, we got like an outside tap there in it. So we have to move the outside tap a bit. We have to like get an extension so we can move it further down so we can open the gate fully. But in doing that, we got to turn the tap up. We got to turn. For some strange reason, the tap is linked to the hot water. Yeah. For some strange reason, so we have to turn the hot water off. You know what I mean? So all we done was just turn it off, and then turn the tank off as well. And the program thingamajiggy that you put the heating up and all that kind of stuff. This broke. This malfunction basically. So we called like a boiler, what they call the repair guy around, and he was like charging them mad peas. Basically, you're saying you need a combi boiler, and it was charging me mad peas. Because we got like an old school type of boiler in it. And I was like, boy, I'll pay in installments. £5 a month, please. He was like, nah, that can't run. So basically, but funny enough, we got new neighbours that moved in the other day, and basically we were talking, and that's what he does. He's a gas man basically. And he's like, nah, I'll fit in for you, man. And it was a grand cheaper as well. So today he's doing works on it, and he's gonna finish it tomorrow. But yeah, bro.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, perfect, man.
So does that mean no hot water at the moment?
Yeah, no hot water, man. So it's
straight showers and that.
It's straight back to Ghana, bro. Fill the bucket up with water.
The bucket.
Kettle on top. And old school Ghana way, boy. Just throw a little bucket over your head.
Old school bucket,
doing it.
You should stand like, the way it was hot today. You should have just stood outside and poured water over you, innit?
I might scare the neighbours, Merv. You get me?
No, don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that.
It was hot, boy.
It was hot. It's hot all week, thank God.
Yeah.
No, so I'm not gonna lie. I sat down in the park today, like a true Englishman. There I was just chilling on the grass,
having a pint of Stella,
having a tutu juice, just good, bro.
A bit stereotype, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know, like the maddest thing is like people. I'm not saying anybody. Like people, like go to the park in full bikinis, like thong bottoms and them thing there, just to lie down on the grass and that.
Yeah.
It's a bit mad. Like obviously, I wasn't.
And where is that? I need to go.
Well, I don't know, Kel, because I'm not going there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a phone call that said, "Oh yeah, Kel tried to throw you under the bus last week about she got mad sex appeal." I said I wasn't trying to take it. I told you, bro. Since the family started to listen to the podcast, I got to change up my shit, bro. All right, well, let's start as we mean to go on. Uncle Boris kind of gave us a bit of an update. It seems to me that lockdown might soon be done. He said that certain things are going to open in July: pubs, restaurants, museums, cinemas, hotels.
Did you see the thing about the church?
Yeah, they said churches are going to be able to reopen as well, innit?
But no singing.
Yeah, they said service, but no singing. That's a bit of a mad one.
I find that hilarious.
And it's hugely disrespectful, isn't it? It's
Imagine
hugely disrespectful. Nah, it's mad disrespectful, bro. It's
Like,
mad
you're trying to
disrespectful.
tell me I'm gonna go to church and I'm not going to sing?
Yeah, there's.
But
bruv,
disrespected.
can you imagine an old school African church or West Indian church accepting those rules, bro? Bro, they sing, yeah, for about 40, 50, 60% of the service, bro.
This is
How are they going to have church service, no singing?
Where did they come up with this stuff? Is this the science again?
I think it's,
yeah.
I think it's
Down
to
to
do with the enclosed spaces and all the rest of it. And obviously when you're singing, stuff might come out your mouth, but that's mad.
But the thing is, I haven't even from my mum to ask her how she feels about that yet. But all I know is she's going to say, Boris, go to hell.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Bro, if my grandma wants to go into chorus, my grandma's going into chorus. She's not respecting this, bro. So, yeah. They're also saying that 2 meters will be relaxed to 1 meter plus.
Woo!
So 1 meter minimum, but 1 meter plus, and you would potentially try to do things to make sure you prevented that, whether it's wearing masks, being outside. It also said that some of the sheltered people or people that have been shielding are now allowed to come outside their house and mix with the general public. And we're going to have some people be able to stay over at people's house, like 2 families and that. And you could go to your grandparents one weekend and go to another grandparents the following weekend. It's all good in the hood.
But what I don't get is they're doing all this, pubs and all that, but why ain't the gym open yet?
Yeah, because
that's difficult. That's difficult to manage, isn't it?
It's about money, bruv. Like money, people send money. They're buying pints. In the gym, you're trying to get fit. They're not really trying to get you healthy, bruv.
You go to a pub, but you can't go to gym. How does that make sense?
No, but you got to remember, look at the pub ruling. The pub ruling is still at a distance.
Yeah,
right?
but the gym, you can just limit the numbers. Limit the numbers in the gym.
Yeah, but can you imagine, Kel, if you're the man that is the 15th man and they're like, no, you can't come in, bruv.
You got to wait till someone finishes their reps, innit?
Bruv, can you imagine? Can you imagine you sitting outside an hour and a half until one man's finished doing his, like he's not even doing weights, bruv. He's just sitting there watching gal.
We know about that man, innit, Rich?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, Mike, you keep on laughing.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a madness. Yes, it is very much a madness that obviously pubs and clubs and stuff, or pubs are not clubs. Pubs are open, and they also been in this thing about you got to register your punters. So like you've got to register who you are to be in the pub. If that's the case, now stay at yard, bruv. I'm not really a pub man anyway, but
But the thing is, right? I think that's unnecessary, but it's down to. Like when you say register, you're registering with the organisation of that pub, that particular pub, right?
Yeah, so you register with the pub. So if, for example, someone did get COVID and they were like, we was in the pub, the landlord or whatever should be able to contact you to say you might have to stay at home for a couple of days or 40 days, whatever it is.
Well, you know, it is what it is. End of the day, we see COVID's killed 42,000 people, right? Allegedly. So, allegedly, okay. Allegedly. But it's a case of it's all about being cautious, right? He's relaxed it He's relaxed it somewhat. So it's again to see what happens. He's relaxed it and see how everyone responds to it. We already know people are going to break it.
If someone said that there was a bomb in a room, right, and then they said that the experts went in and defused it, but the bomb was still in the room, would you go and just chill in that room? Just be normal?
No. Yeah, not for me.
So I ain't going to the pub, register whatever. Nah, and then they start spamming me, telling me that I potentially might need to go somewhere. Nah.
It's true.
Yeah, I feel like, can you imagine? That phone call is worse than the bloody STI phone call, bro. I've never known it, but you know that madness, bro.
Wait, a friend told you, yeah?
Nobody's told me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, no one's told me.
They might tell you.
Marlon told it. Obviously, Marlon's a specialist.
Marlon and Mike.
Oh, here he is. Oh, hello, Miles.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
They were just talking about that time you had the STI thing, boy. I don't know.
My friend who had it. You told me all about it, remember? Come on, guys.
Who had it, Marlon?
Just one of the guys, you know. Chill out.
His name is Jeffries.
Chill out. First name Jeffries, last name Wing. You know him, Kel.
Yeah. I know very well.
What kind of exposure is going on, man?
You should be good friends with Jeffrey, man. Trust me.
Quick thing, just a quick thing, the whole COVID. I know everyone's got a message for WhatsApp talking about going to your phone settings
Yeah.
There's a COVID thing on your phone setting, which basically tells you if you're in a perimeter of a particular person who's been affected.
If it's switched on. If it's switched on, and also if the government use that as part of their track and trace. So I think the phone companies have said, look, if you're going to use it, this is a piece of software you can use. But Apple is different from Android because Apple has all of its kind of, what's the correct terminology? Where it's not open. So basically it is protected. I can't think
secure.
of it. Yeah, it's a secure connection.
Yeah.
So basically you can't access Apple like that. Okay. So Apple's got it on its phone if you want to use, if they want the government to use it, but they're saying we're not going to be giving you our data.
Yeah, because I checked my phone and it's got it right there.
Yeah, it's on Apple as well. I think I don't know if it came through the last update.
Well, you know, we are getting tracked.
Big brother in the house.
And you just turn off Google notifications now. Something like that. I got a message saying that for this COVID thing, this COVID app, just turn off your Google notifications. I did that. I don't know if that changed anything.
It sounds so easy, doesn't it?
Yeah. But,
just turn off
the maddest thing is, you know, our phones have been tracking and tracing us for years, bro.
Yeah,
From the time that you take a picture and then it tells you where you was, what area,
trust
all
me.
of this time stamp, date stamp.
Yeah, it's mad.
I was talking to my doctor the other day about insomnia. Yeah? I got off the phone to look for the app she was talking about. On the front page of Google was an app about like sleeping disorders and all that. So yeah, they're listening. Right?
Bro, I just mentioned something and I get pure adverts. Yeah. Buy this. I'm like, how do you know I was talking about that?
I was talking about it. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, no, the phones are out there, bro. They're out there.
Brother, big brother.
Big brother been watching us.
Trust me.
All right. Well, I don't really think there's much more with COVID. I think he's supposed to be having originally he was supposed to be having a great big reveal on Thursday, but I feel like he's just letting everything go. He's just firing shots as he speaks.
Today was his last 5 p.m. Update, wasn't it?
Oh, is it what in general or
in general? That's it. Done.
I'm hearing that he's not even going to their meet. I'm hearing he's not even going Cobra meetings again.
Well,
like people are like, yeah, Boris just don't care, bro. He's just not on anything no more.
No, I just think he's got to the point where he's meant to be. From what the science states and the doctors state, it is what it is. Now we're okay to go back to normal. To obviously he's got those measures put in place, but
I guess it's just scary because obviously there are other parts in the world where it seems to be going up. So Beijing went up. They're saying Germany's going up. But maybe this is the second wave. Who knows?
So states in America.
America's been going up. Like America's always been higher. Yeah. But Trump's always, no mind, he's the American president. I'm not saying that. All right. But I'm not having no one kicking my door telling me nothing, you know. So let me just keep it like that, bro. All right. Did any of you, man, watch the Versus clash, which was for Juneteenth? Juneteenth, which I'm not gonna lie, it almost feels like we're just making up days now, but apparently it's a day. So
no, it's been around for a while, man. It's been around for a while.
Like I said, but I think that's a day that is probably suited more to the US.
Oh yeah. It's an American thing.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about it.
No.
But yeah, so they had.
Don't you think these clashes are getting boring now? Like it's like they're overplaying it. It's just enough.
I think it's the people they're getting.
It's the caliber.
The caliber, yeah.
Because they had don't get me wrong, Alicia Keys and John Legend are sick. They're both sick artists. They both had good tracks, but you could see like it wasn't that. Like I feel like they tried to almost recreate the Beanie Man Bounty Killer. They had them both in the same place, 2 pianos, but then Alicia Keys would play a song which she wasn't playing the piano to, and then she was doing lip sync battle. And I got upset. Why are you doing lip sync battle?
And John Legend was doing that as well.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not. If that's the case, sit down. Just sit down.
Just sit down and chill the music
and play the song. Like, do what them man said. Yeah, when this song came out, it was because of blah blah blah, and leave it at that.
And leave it as that, man.
Bro, because they were doing full lip sync battle. They were moving and trying to pretend to dance.
Did anyone else watch it?
No, I'm glad I didn't watch it now.
No, it was good. It was good. It was all right. It wasn't rubbish.
Was it a long one?
Yeah, 2 hours 40 minutes. But But listen, but the first tune that came on, ooh, Redemption. I was like, jeez.
Yeah, they came out. They played Redemption. That was sick. That was sick.
Killed it. They killed that. But see. So my view of Alicia Keys and John Legend, yeah, for me, they're mediocre. They never ever blew me away with any of their songs. They never. None of their songs really blew me away. Yeah. Ooh. So I went into this with a low expectation. I ain't gonna lie to you, very low expectation. But then I thought, you know what? It's a very good battle because they're similar. They're very similar in style of music, and they both play the piano and blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it definitely exceeded my expectation. I was quite. I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised by the
nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice.
It was nice.
It was good music. I forgot that, like Alicia Keys. I forgot she had some bangers. And I also forgot that John Legend too has some bangers. You know, and they both had bangers. But I think John Legend's collabos were much better than Alicia Keys' collabs.
Yeah. Because to be fair, Alicia, when that whole kind of stealing Swiss thing was going on, she kind of stepped away from music as such. Where John Legend's been a little bit more consistent, even though
you just can't drop that. People don't know what you're talking about, bro. What you must stealing Swiss? Like, break it down.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get no tea. Basically,
no, I'm not talking about you lot. I'm talking about the fans. Well, not the fans, but the listeners.
Swiss was going out. Was it Mashonda?
Mashonda, yeah.
Yeah, and then
you don't get no better, me and you.
Everything was good. Then all of a sudden, Alicia Keys came. She said, "He's my man," and then. That was it, innit? The better woman won.
Swiss dropped him, and I dropped him, so I dropped her, and that was it, boy. Alicia Keys.
So don't you think that's quite wrong?
Of course.
Oh yeah, I'm not advocating any of that
stuff. It is wrong.
But the thing is, people forget to mention that about Alicia Keys.
Yeah, Alicia Keys got a lot of heat. Like girls were up in her mentions for a long time.
How is it? I don't remember.
Yeah, and every so often they'll throw it back.
But she had a good thing. She kept quiet. She didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
that's the good thing she done. If she came out saying, "Well, he likes me," and she just kept quiet. So it just like got swept under the rug, kind of thing.
There was one surprise though. It was a bit early in the clash when Richard.
Richard.
When what am I saying, Richard, bro? When John Legend, because Richard, John Legend, right? You know, in my head, like, anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. The fact that it's not even his name upsets me to this day. Yeah. Okay, it is by Depot. Carry on. But John Legend, he did. What was the track? He said
Lauryn Hill.
The Lauryn Hill one. I was baffed. I didn't know that.
Was it everything?
Yeah, like he just played the piano on one of Lauryn Hill's tracks on Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
You know, like I still haven't gone back to my CD cover to check it was him.
No, I don't think he'll be, because he just said he done a piano doom, that the piano sound that was him in it. It might not be there, but he should get co-produced. He should get that.
Yeah, no, but like I said, it was a nice clash. I don't know if they've slowed down the clashes, but they're just a bit few and far between.
It was at least every other week, innit? Before.
Yeah, I feel like now, I guess lockdown is starting to come out. They're just a little bit more keeping some souls.
But on a side note, you hear about Swiss go for Drake.
Nah.
So basically, Busta has released a track with him and Drake. It's like 10 years old, isn't it? But it never got released at the time. So, but you know, I don't think you might know, but Swiss has like a radio. He has like a Swiss radio on Insta Live, innit? That he does. So he'll have like a Puffy day, he'll have a Biggie day, he'll have a whatever day. Do you know what I mean? So this was a Busta day. So he was mixing all tracks of Busta in it. So Busta came on the live and was talking to him, and then Busta's obviously talking about the new track. I mean, well, the old track that he just released with Drake. It's just like, yeah, that track was alright, but he's a pussy boy anyway. That man a pussy. And Busta's like, whoa, what's going on? Wow. And then Sister's like, nah, man, he's a pussy boy. And popping the pato away, Jamaica pato. Busta's like, hey, why you going at home like that, dog?
Where's that come from?
Exactly, where's that coming from? And Sister's like, basically, listen, Busta, you're Busta, bruv. No one could tell you when and where you could bring a track out. You're a king in this. Why are you letting that little you tell you can't release this track? He's a small guy. He's a small guy to you. Don't let him tell you when you can release tracks. And Busta's like,
when was this? When was this?
It's on YouTube. But Busta was like, whoa, like it didn't go like that. It was done for a Dilla project. So it got held up there. He goes, all right. Anyway, I don't know beef. I got love for everyone. I don't know beef. I ain't gonna beef.
He's drinking or something.
But it's a pussy boy.
They're peer pressure, you know.
Whoa.
Them
So like,
men at school that try and tell you to do something, and I see him.
yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those ones.
And then so the next day now, obviously Drake's goons was like, so next day it was Father's Day, and then Sis was like, yeah guys, happy Father's Day. I ain't gonna lie, I was touched last night. I had a few drinks. I was in the wrong energy. I didn't want my kids or people to see me in that light. Although I do feel a certain way about someone or a person, as an OG, I shouldn't have said it on the internet. I should have just, kept it to myself or handled it differently. And then obviously Drake's goons were like, man, fuck your apology, man. We don't want your apology. You keep your apology. Just keep that same energy when you see us. You know what I mean? Basically.
Bruv, you see that conversation right there, yeah?
Yeah.
Why does everybody want to talk about keep that same energy? Keep that same energy. Bruv, why are we constantly just wanting to fight each other, bruv?
Has Drake not done a beat with song with Swizz Beatz yet?
Because you're supposed to say they made a banger together, but I couldn't remember what tune that was that they made together.
You know what?
Sure they have.
It could be one of those ones that the tune never come out for a particular reason, probably because of Drake, and that's why he has that. That's why he has that negativity towards it.
He got that pent-up aggression.
Yeah,
so Buster was there. You know
what I mean? It's that same Meek Mill, all that energy. You know what I mean? It's just like
it comes out.
Yeah. Anyway,
he did Fancy with Swizz, innit?
Are you fancy?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Mike. Come on, if your Google
My internet's fast today.
Fiber broadband, baby. Anyway, F Drake. All right.
It is chucked it in, like, yeah.
Yeah, I said it with chess. All right, guys. Last Sunday, there's actually no reason for me to bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway. It was Father's Day. I want to big up all the fathers in the group, all the people that are godfathers, uncles, cousins, anything which has a positive role within a child's life. Big up yourself. So I'm talking to all of you as my brothers, and I'm talking to all of the listeners.
Big up.
Shout out to all of that. And I'm not gonna lie. One day, I want the energy for Father's Day to be as big as the energy for Mother's Day. Yeah.
Never. It will never happen.
Nah, bruv. I'm sick and tired of this. Like, I've never ever heard, happy Mother's Day, but shout out to the fathers that are doing it for both of us because the mum's not about. Like, I never heard that. But I do hear, shout out to the Father's Day and the mums that are looking after their kids because their dads are whatless.
Yeah.
That's that all day, every day.
Like, we need to stop that, man. Like, keep that energy to 364 days of the year, bruv. The one
what
day.
What do you man get? What do you man get?
I got an Arsenal kit. I got an Arsenal away kit, and then it's got our surname and like me and the kids have all got one.
Oh, big.
It's really sweet, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I got a bracelet with my girls' names on it.
Huh? Oh, obviously your girl's name. You mean your daughter?
I don't know, my two girls, innit? My two girls.
Yeah. I thought, all right. Cool. I thought you gave me a bracelet for her name. Like, yeah, just a reminder.
It's not
I'm yours. I got socks, a t-shirt, and I got it's like a plaque. One of my songs, Frontline.
What? You did Frontline?
Yeah, come on, this is old news, Dizzle, bro.
What? Frontline with D Double?
D Double, yes. Come on, this is old, bro.
I thought that's another guy.
Okay, pick up yourself, bro. I didn't know that.
But you see the piss, Mike. You know this, Mike. You put in the other group all the time, and you're like, you done a tune. Yes.
Oh, you know what? I heard the word line and I thought hair, but okay. Yeah, cool.
Well, basically, it's a wave file, right? If you see it, you think, if you don't know music, as in the waves, you see it, you think, what's that? But it's a wave file of the song from Spotify. It is pretty, it's the closest I will get to, like, a plaque.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys the picture later, but it's big.
You put it on the wall, put it in the studio. What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, just literally put it on the wall.
It's good, man. It's nice.
Yeah, but it is. When you think, wow, that's something I did. That's something I put together. Your music. When you're so happy you achieve obviously everyone's individuals and everyone's got the kind of the own little achievements they have, but music's a big thing for me. So it's like having that on the wall, looking at it, and you think, well, that's my WAV file. You can get it on Spotify, by the way. You can download it. Everyone listening. Okay.
Download it.
Yeah, download it, guys. Download it.
D-double.
Promotion.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. What about you, Kel?
I got a card. Yeah. No, I'm joking. I got a card. But the card's nice. It's got like a little collage of like little moments with me and the little one. You get me? And
a collage?
Yeah. And then what's it called? A grey hoodie.
Nice.
Night grey hoodie. And when I came in, because I was at my mum's all weekend. When I came back, she had like a number one dad. But the funny thing is, yeah, for a split second, yeah, when I read it, it looked like not dad.
Not dad,
like,
yeah.
You know
I
what?
saw that, yeah. I saw that. Not dad.
I saw that on your status, oh yeah. When I saw that on your status, I thought exactly the same thing.
You are not the father.
I was like, hey, what's this?
What kind of controversy? I was going to call you. I was like,
yeah, man.
No, I saw the same thing. I looked at it and I thought, no, that's meant to say number one dad. Anyway, I thought, no, it can't be no not. If it's not that boy, I know Kel's not coming on the next pod. That's for sure.
You're not hearing whisper out of me for years, boy. And someone be buried under the ground. I tell you that much.
It's when you look at you like, no, but he looks like me though. He looks like me.
It's a straight Jimmy Corkill Brookside.
Underneath the patio.
You know what, bro? You brought it there, bro.
What is that?
There.
Brookside under the patio where they buried the husband.
Oh,
standard.
Was it Trevor?
Straight.
Jordash, isn't it?
Yeah, Jordash. Yeah, Jordash.
Jordash. Jeez, you know, this is Mike's era.
I had no control of the TV in them days.
But the producers of Brookside also were the producers of EastEnders.
Serious?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Agreed, man.
I never knew that.
Google it, and if it's wrong, just don't say nothing. Okay.
Wasn't that show was the first ever lesbian scene on national TV?
Yeah.
And I think EastEnders had the first gay scene as well. Or one of the first in a mainstream soap.
Well, Mark Fowler, was he gay?
No, Mark Fowler wasn't gay. Mark Fowler had AIDS.
He was gay though, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he had HIV.
He had HIV. He was not. They weren't gay.
Oh.
There was two gay guys, and they used to work in the calf.
The Italians, no?
I don't want to say.
You watch it, Rich. Come on.
No, we're talking about your time.
Bro, EastEnders is your specialist. That and music. You should have another plaque for EastEnders.
Bro, why have you not made a remix to the EastEnders tune?
Come on,
sort
it out.
Because it's not worth it. It's not worth my time.
What do you mean?
No.
Bro, you know how big casualty was back in the day, bro.
Yeah. Now you said that, I'll give it a go. I'll chop it up and see how it sounds.
Try it, bro.
That's me.
All right. Also, Monday just gone, which was the 22nd of June.
Don't do that.
Dun, 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 dun. Wow, 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 boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know that was EastEnders song, brother.
I don't know what that was.
There wasn't EastEnders tune. All right. That definitely wasn't EastEnders tune. 22nd of June, we celebrated Windrush Day, which again, I didn't know we were celebrating, but like obviously shout out to all of the grandfathers and grandparents that came over on Windrush and made a difference in the community, and our children and offspring are here because of them. So big them up.
You know, you just said like you didn't know what's happening. I must have went on Twitter, then I saw people posting. I thought, oh, when was this day made official? As in,
I didn't know that. It was,
I don't know when it came official. I heard a couple, maybe there was something a couple years ago on like the 50th anniversary or something like that. But I don't, or 60th. I don't remember it being a day though.
Yeah, because One Extra were like a whole day was dedicated to the whole Windrush. DJ Target had this whole set based on old school tunes from back in the day. The first Acid tune was made in Manchester from obviously from who came over.
So yeah, big up all of the forefathers for that. We'll do RIP and then we'll go on some more quick fire news. Joel Schumacher, the director, passed away, I think Sunday. 80 years old, died of cancer. But he was somebody that we know. He was the one, for example, that did films like The Lost Boys. He did Batman Forever, A Time to Kill, Batman and Robin, Phone Booth, The Number 23, those kind of classics. So, yeah, I just wanted to shout him out. Do you know what I mean?
Big up Joel Schumacher, man. Big him up.
You know, when Merv mentioned who that, I thought, I just assumed it was someone else. I don't know who it was.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was Michael Schumacher's father.
Oh,
I just think it's a relation.
Schumacher, like, who's this? I don't know who it is, but yeah.
As soon as I saw Lost Boys,
films are big. Yeah.
As soon as I saw Lost Boys, to me, Lost Boys is still the best vampire film I've seen.
Classic.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Love it,
yeah.
man.
Big. Like, that's worthy of a remix.
Oh, for real. Oh my days, real talk.
Yeah. They tried to remake that already though. It's weak.
Now that the track,
music.
He also did some TV shows. I think one of the most he did like the first couple episodes or a couple episodes of House of Cards, those kind of things. So yeah, he hasn't. To be fair, he ain't done nothing recently in it. He hasn't done anything since probably 2011.
I didn't realize he was that old. You know, I thought he was a lot younger. At least probably like late 60s. But yeah, didn't realize.
Yeah, fully grown man.
Mm.
So yeah, RIP Joel Schumacher. Yeah.
Yeah, RIP.
All right, let's get a bit geeky. There was some Flashpoint news that came out. What was the Flashpoint news about?
Michael Keaton. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, Keaton and the other bloke.
Yeah, I think I typed in too quickly, man. I think. Yeah, let's first of all do Jeffrey Dean Morgan, innit? Yeah. Thomas Wayne.
AKA Negan.
Yeah, Negan. AKA John Winchester.
Exactly, John Winchester, bad boy. Yeah,
bad boy.
So I'm lost. So what are we talking about? What are we saying? What's happening?
So
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. Like if
you know the story of Flashpoint
or don't know about it, basically part of the storyline is that opposed to Bruce's parents dying, Bruce dies instead. And basically, his dad, Thomas Wayne, becomes Batman, and his mum becomes a Joker. So, like, basically, yeah. So basically, like, he's trying to, like, basically find Martha and, like, basically take her down, innit, basically. And,
so
then, like, his motivation for being Batman is because Bruce died, innit? Basically, so yeah, it's like mad, bro.
I think Kel was to say Flashpoint is always a cheat. There's so much happening. It's like that's like a totally different.
Yeah,
something totally different. I've never ever heard before in my life. It's like wow.
You know, the one thing I like about DC, they get this whole multiverse and Flashpoint thing where they just get to do anything they want to do, innit? And because DC, like Warner Brothers, DC, they own all their properties. They can just do that. Like, they can just be like, this guy was acting in this person, the Smallville, so we can put them in anything because it's all connected, isn't it? See, like what they've done with the crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and you know what I keep forgetting as well, which is mad, because I'm like, yeah, he'll be perfect as Thomas Wayne. Actually forgetting he was Thomas Wayne in
exactly
Batman vs. I always forget that, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so
there's a 2-second scene in it, or 5 minute scene.
Yeah.
So this is obviously it's animation. It's not going to be real.
No.
It's a Flash film.
Yeah, it's the one with Ezra Miller.
Oh,
so the one that
okay.
played the Flash in Justice League. It's going to be his own film, basically, Flashpoint.
So just quickly, do you think it's a good Flash though?
No.
Thank you.
I didn't. I didn't.
He's not bad. He's not bad though.
You know what? I'm stuck on the Flash on TV. So when I see Flash, I expect Flash Barry Allen to look the way he looks on Sky One, not the way.
That's what I'm saying. They could even potentially get him in there.
Yeah, I don't see that's an issue.
Quick question.
I reckon they'll do something like that because Yeah, he was in the cross.
He wasn't there anyway.
He's in the crossover. Yeah.
He
So
was in
I
the
wanna be
crossover.
surprised.
Yeah.
I want to be surprised.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
And did you notice in Justice League they used the Flash soundtrack for the Flash?
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Why do
Look
you know
out for
this? Why do you
Well,
know
you have to
this?
pay attention.
Man,
He's got the box set in it, and he's watching the extras.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. No, it wasn't even extras, bro. It was in the film, like when he was having that fight scene with Stephen Wolf, innit? Like, but yeah, Thomas Wayne.
Michael Keaton. Who's going to be in it? He's going to be Batman.
Yeah, he's going to be the older Batman.
Because
So
it might
again-
be a mix. It might be a mix of that story and Batman Beyond, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon it's just going to be one of them ones where, well, Batman 30 years later, it's just going to be Bruce Wayne.
Well, what's his purpose? He shouldn't be in it, really.
Do you know? I don't care if the film's rubbish, if it has no purpose. I'm so hyped to see Michael Keaton back as Batman, innit?
I don't need Michael Keaton in it, to be honest. Honestly,
I
not because he
want-
shouldn't be, but he's just like he's the Vulture right now.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I hear
See,
that.
I don't
He's
think
the
he's-
original
listen,
Batman, really, isn't it?
No, okay, I
Yeah.
understand. Listen, but you got to remember.
It's
Listen,
a flashpoint, so it doesn't really. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't
I
really
don't want
mix up
listen,
anything.
but I just don't want
As
to. I don't want to see him in no outfit.
One thing though I have to say is I don't really understand how Bruce Wayne dies here, because Bruce Wayne has a fear of bats, right? And
No, when he was
uses
young,
that-
so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So how does his dad then become Batman? Like the whole
It's-
point of like it's weird. I know it's a movie.
Flashpoint is Flashpoint.
Yeah, but you're not hearing what I'm saying.
all right. Aggressiveness. Calm down.
No, but you're not. You're just
Calm
telling me Flashpoint. I just said
Wait,
that to
hold
you.
on. It's like you're the one been drinking or something.
Maybe.
Jesus.
All I'm saying is
that is-
Bruce Wayne had a reason to be Batman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's something happened to him. That's why he became Batman. Like for his older dad, who's however old, to have that same thing and think Batman, it's just weird. That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
To
but
have
that's
the
the whole
exact
point.
same
It's
superhero.
just coincidence, mate. It's just
No,
coincidence.
that's the whole point, though. Mark.
Flashpoint.
So Flash, yeah, like Richard was saying, not the rude way. Richard's being rude about it, but
But
Flashpoint means
How's that been rude? I said Flashpoint. I said Flashpoint.
no, you got the butterfly effect in it. So like,
Flashpoint.
if things will change, if things like
yeah, fair, I understand that. It's like
You know what I
Superman
mean? So it
not
could-
being
it would
Superman,
change
but
in the
someone else
sense-
being Superman. That wouldn't. But yeah, I understand. It's just that
so it could have
maybe
that,
be a
that
different. Maybe
effect.
have a little slight difference to your superhero other than exact Batman. I know he's a bit more
But
violent. but that's
I
all
don't
I'm
know,
saying.
like-
He like the same costume like his son had in mind. He wore. I don't know.
But
Maybe I'm thinking too
his
much.
costume's more red. He's got more like you see
Yeah.
where he's got yellow. He's got red instead, and his eyes are
Sorry,
red.
we're
So-
talking about the
he's more-
Flash, yeah?
He's very
Oh,
much
Batman.
more violent.
Yes,
innit?
yes, Mike. We're talking about
yeah,
Flash,
and he uses
and we're just
guns
talking
as
about
well.
Batman.
Yeah, like he kills. He's a different
Yeah,
Batman.
he
I
uses
Shut
get
up,
guns
that.
you
as well.
two.
Yeah,
I'm not even
Sorry,
listening
go
to that. I don't even know what they're saying.
Don't just chatting shit.
No, we weren't chatting shit. I was saying we're talking about Flash, the film. Like Flashpoint is Flash's film, but all
Yeah.
we're talking about is Batman. So
Yeah, because it's a big part. It's a big part of the film.
No, I understand.
yeah.
It's just-
Thomas Wayne has a big part in the film.
basically
Yeah.
everyone knows.
Well,
innit?
in animation, anyway.
So it's
Everyone
Thomas
knows.
Wayne,
Yeah.
DC's version of Iron Man.
No.
No.
No. When I say that,
Batman.
no. What I mean is that Iron Man is in everything. Yeah, Iron Man is like the pin that brings all of the Avengers together. Yeah?
Yeah.
So is Batman the pin that brings all of the Justice League together?
No.
Bruce Wayne Batman is,
basically, yeah.
Yeah, he would be, innit? Yeah, he
but
is.
not. Bruce Wayne.
Oh, so he is.
brings them together. But
Yeah.
not Thomas Wayne.
No, not Thomas Wayne, but I'm talking about Batman in general.
Okay,
Batman
yeah,
in
Batman's
general,
the
yeah.
leader.
He's the leader.
Of
He's the
Justice
leader
League.
of it.
He's the
Yeah.
leader of Justice
That's
League.
what I was
Yeah.
saying, bro. That's what I was saying.
I think
We got you, bro.
Look, Batman's kind of the brains behind it, but Superman's the leader.
Superman's
of
the
the
one,
Justice
obviously. Come
Oh,
on,
here
I'm
we
just
go,
helping
here
Keller.
we
I was
go,
just
here
making
we
Kel
go.
feel better about
Yeah,
Here
the
we
this is
go.
what I
No,
really care.
it's facts.
Shit.
Merv, it's facts. Get over it. Get over
When
it.
is this film coming
He is
out
the
anyway?
leader of Justice League. That's the fact.
Okay,
Batman-
I'm not going to argue.
Batman is though, innit?
What?
It's almost like when
Batman
you know
is.
when
He is. He's the leader of.
when
he is.
Captain America knows he can lift the
Look,
he can lift the hammer.
Justice
That's
League-
Superman. Superman knows he's the leader. I'll knock all of you out. But you know what, Batman? I'll pretend
Don't be
you're the
fooled,
leader.
you know. Don't be fooled,
I
bro.
know.
Because Batman knocked him out. Remember?
Yeah, but take that kryptonite away. Anyway, we could go all night
It's
with
fictional,
this.
though, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, anybody.
All right, Mike. I think we know that,
go
Mike.
away, go
Thanks,
away,
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, we know this.
Go
all right?
away.
All right, thanks for your
Temper starts
realness.
to flare. I just have to remind you, like, innit?
All right. Well, we got
Batman.
a quick small roundup left. It was announced today that Manchester United footballer, free school meal dinner savior, Marcus Rashford has signed to Rock Nation.
Yes, Rashford.
What
Well
does that
done.
mean, though? I mean, everyone's like big up, but what does that really mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, he starts Rock Nation. Okay.
No, I think it's to do with his marketing, philanthropy, and something else. Like, it's nothing to do with him as actual as a footballer.
Like
But obviously, there's a lot of sports people that have signed to Rock Nation management, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but what's the big deal about it? I don't know.
I reckon he'll just get him stuff like sponsorship deals, external from Manchester United. Maybe he'll be the face of certain companies and all that kind of stuff. And that will be through Rock Nation.
You know, like, I remember Wiley saying, Wiley obviously talks a lot, but he's got little gems in what he says. Like, he will say that Stormzy should have been signed to his label, or a label made by Grime. Like, he goes, I'm a millionaire. Who else did he say? Like Lethal Bizzle's a millionaire. Like, there's a couple of millionaires, Tiny Tempo, whatever, in the game. Do you know what I mean? Why haven't they? What's that?
Carry on, it's all right. Someone
yeah.
press mute.
So why haven't, like, the grime scene, grime millionaires come together and built like some record label? Do you know what I mean? In that respect, to, you know,
to sign Marcus Rashford?
artists. No, to sign artists. So what I'm trying to say is, don't try to be funny, mate. You see, this is what Nate does, you know. He tries to be funny, bro. Don't try it, bro. I'm making a point here. So my point is, why does Rashford have to go to America to sign Rock Nation? There should be like all these footballers, whatever, all these
unity should be one.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
He should be signed to like a UK brand, a UK black brand. I don't mind saying that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, why is he going to America to sign?
How do you not know though? He's not had offers from someone in the UK.
Well, we ain't seen it.
Yeah,
but there's no organization. There's no organization like the Rock Nation in the UK. That's what I'm trying to say. But we should have one. We should have something like that in the UK.
Kel, this is now going back to the point I made a few weeks ago. The whole Black Lives Matter thing, right? We said this, and it still continues, and it doesn't stop. You know, everybody putting a pound together, and give someone that money. It's like, if we've got those millionaires, in the scene, and we're not doing it. So I don't know. It's
why.
This might be a little irrelevant, but kind of part of it. Sorry, Rich, go on. I'll wait to you.
No. It's something in. I don't know. It's something in the brain. It's not ticking, or something's going on. I just don't understand. We have all these ideas. We discuss it every week, every day, in groups, Facebook, Twitter, whatever.
Marlon, sorry, just quickly, because like, Jay-Z ain't got a clue about Rashford. He hasn't got a clue about football.
No, but it's not. But you can't look at it as Jay-Z. It's Rock Nation. Rock Nation also does management of sports people. So they've got people in like the NFL, the basketballers, all that kind of stuff that are signed to Rock Nation. It's not Jay-Z signing.
Yeah, it's not the music side of Rock Nation.
Yeah, it's not like Jay-Z's
it's actually
not
called Rock Nation Sports Agency.
Yeah, he's not going to. I mean, Jay-Z's not going to be like bigging him up. He's not going to be on one of Jay-Z's albums. None of that.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that. I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, it's an American company. They specialize in what Americans do. Do you know what I mean? That's. So I'm saying, why there should be a British-based company like that here. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he's going to be on the latest Jay-Z album, or he's going to be. I'm not saying that, because at the end of the day, Jay-Z's more than that. Jay-Z's a billionaire. He's an entrepreneur. He's involved, and he's got his hands in all kinds of pies. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to say Rashford's going to be on a record. I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is there should be a British sports agency just like that here, where he'll sign up.
I think there are, you know I mean? But there probably are. But Rock Nation holds probably more weight in it.
It's all about the
funding. You not used to watch Ballers.
Oh, here we go.
I'm saying because it's similar.
I was going to say that it's not going to be relevant.
Make a point. Say, Marlon.
No, he just moved from managing the sports stars to managing entertainment.
It's already gone further away from where I was.
Just bring it back there, Marlon. Just say it.
All right, bruh. All right, cool. So now Richard was talking about what we discussed a little while ago about what we can do, right? And like you guys all asked what you got for Father's Day, and that's exactly the issue. Like, we've already forgotten. So everyone made these other companies rich again. Like, we've got nothing to give then. So like Nike got some more money. Nate got Arsenal got more rich. Some jeweler got more rich. Richard White, okay, he got something that's his, but this is what I'm saying. When are we going to invest in ourselves? But that's all I wanted to say. Just things like that, little things that we don't think. Like, as black men, when are we going to like realize, okay, let's drop Father's Day because I'm a father every day. My child loves me every day. Why we like fall into these? We wasn't like this in Africa. We didn't have Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, all these days. It's just making them richer and us poorer. Like, we need to start thinking about that. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say.
No. But the thing is, I'm one who's against all Father's Day and Mother's Day because I think it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick, right? At the end of the day, I don't necessarily think you need an actual day to say thank you. You should be saying that anyway,
I'm going to be honest. Yes, you should say thank you every day, but we have Father's Day, and that is the one day in the year that I can get bigged up. Like, apart from my birthday.
Who put that day into?
To be honest, like, I couldn't care less who did
all
it.
These days,
but big them up, because otherwise, Mother's Day is not about me. Valentine's Day is not about me. Any other day in the calendar,
no
is
day
not
is about
me.
Any of us. It's all about making other people rich. Like, that's why
not
there's so many of these days.
No,
even
to be
down
honest,
to the cards that we get. Like, it's all no. It's not a black company.
No, I'm not trying to get into there are black cards.
Yeah, but no one went to any of them. That's what I'm saying. Like, we all.
Not necessarily. There's a big black card shop in Tottenham that everyone gets their black cards from.
I'm just talking about what we just discussed about Father's Day. Everyone made the white man rich. That's all I'm saying, and I'll say it like that. And I'm trying to move on. I'm trying not to be controversial here. I'm just. That's all I'm saying. Like, that point there.
I don't know where my bracelet come from, so I can't say it came from a white company.
Blood diamonds? No, I'm joking.
I can't say where it come from, innit? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was.
It's more likely that it's, but
Nate, why do you need to be bigged up, though, Nate? Why do you need to be bigged up? Is this a question? I'm just interested.
No, all right. I'm gonna be honest with you. This Father's Day,
we're programmed like that, innit? To be honest.
This Father's Day, I spent Father's Day in the park with the kids, and we had like a nice day out and all the rest of it. Yeah, it was just actually a very genuine nice day, and it was a day that in the calendar that is about you, innit? Like, there are not many days where it's about you, where, for example, people are trying to spoil you or all that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, every year on Father's Day, I normally do a big, massive barbecue at church. Like, and we feed the whole church, you get me? Like, the men in the church get together, we cook jerk chicken, we cook burgers, hot dogs, we feed the kids, everybody. And that's always been us for the past 5 or 6 years. But what I meant is, for once, it wasn't about me doing something for somebody else. It was about others doing something for me. In the same way that our minds are programmed, that if you get 2 likes on Instagram, it makes you feel better. No one really knows why that we have that. That's just how our brain is programmed.
I'm with you, Nate. I'm with you, man.
And for me, I just felt like it was nice that actually it was about other people saying, you know what, thank you for being the person that you are. Like, and yes, they can do that every day,
but you don't have to spend money to do that. So.
No, but no one had to spend money. That's what I'm saying.
That was all
the reality of it. The biggest thing was me spending the time with the kids and the family and all the rest of it. That was the most part of the day. Do you get me? Like, and we had like different friends and family coming down. That was the biggest thing.
But you would be screwed if you didn't get that. You'd be screwed.
No, Kel, you know me already. I wouldn't really be screwed because
but you would be screwed. But you'd be like, "Rah, man."
No. You know why I wouldn't be like that? Because I've always been from the case of anything I really want, man can get for himself.
Oh, come on. We're all like that, of course.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But I've always had that mentality. Do you get me? So, like, if you gave me a card and a box of Ferrero Rocher, I'll be just as grateful as if you went out and spent £1,000 on me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get me? Because for me, it's not about that, innit? It's not really about the gift per se. It's more about just, like, acknowledgement. Like, even the fact that I've got brethren messaging each other saying, Happy Father's Day, King, and all them kind of things. Like, it's nice. Do you get me? It's just it's a day that all of us can just celebrate each other.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah.
That's all it is. It's not about getting the white man rich or getting the black man poor or any of those kind of things. It's just more about, actually, in the same way, Kel, every Mother's Day, we go over and beyond. Yeah, over and beyond for our missus.
I can't see.
Yeah? On Mother's Day, Kel, is it acceptable for you not to get the missus nothing?
No, but because they'll go mental. Of course not.
But that's what I'm saying. So if we would do for them, why can't they do for us? Are we not their kings?
Yes, we are their kings, Nate. We are their kings.
And that's what I'm saying. I just show some recognition one day, you know?
No, I was just asking the question. I agree with you, and I see what Marlon's saying.
If you found out that these days are all like pagan and against like God, you go to church on Sundays. If you found out that even though you're doing it innocently, but you found out they're pagan and against God, would you still do it? Like that's like it's like Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. Would you still do them?
Yeah, because Father's Day isn't about me. I don't do for Father's Day. They do for me.
Yeah. Okay. So then they would be celebrating a pagan day if it's pagan still, right? Wouldn't you not want them to do that? Just that's what I tried to show you in that, but it didn't cut it, you know.
Yo,
just generally, you know.
I feel like every day's a pagan day.
Yeah, but we don't celebrate every day. That's what I'm saying. Anyway.
We celebrate Christmas. Christmas is a pagan religion. You know what I mean? We can do. We can go back and forth. We celebrate
Christmas or Halloween or any pagan day. But that's just me. That's my personal thing.
And Marcus Rashford is signed to Rock Nation.
yeah, man. Yeah, I thought
signed to what, Mike?
He signed to what?
What's he signed to, Mike?
Nation, innit? Rock Nation.
Signed to Rock Nation Sport Agency, yes.
Yeah, I said management.
Yeah. All right.
Mars, I hear you, Mars. I hear you, Mars.
Remember, this is why I always say it's not really the platform for it, but it kind of came out a little bit there. But
it's fine. It's about conversation. You understand? I'm just, like I said, for me, I don't really care, but I just enjoyed Father's Day, and I just think for myself, if we're going to celebrate all these things, then it's nice for Father's Day to be for fathers, not for mothers who are trying to replace fathers. That's more what I was about. Like, I don't like, big up my mum who's also playing my dad because my dad is this. Like, allow it, innit? Just don't big anybody up. Like, it's for dads, innit? Or men who show some form. And that's all it is. It's just to show some recognition. All right. This morning we had the brother Dizzy Rascal on GMTV having a conversation with Piers Morgan, where Piers Morgan was asking him, what was he asking about? The Black Lives Matter or something? I don't know.
He wanted his thoughts on it.
No. The whole point of Dizzy being on the show is Dizzy's doing a
car concert.
A car concert, basically. So basically, you drive. It's like a drive-through, basically. Yeah. And he performs, and you're in your car. And I think you got like a little space beyond your car where you can stand and stuff like that. And that was the main focus of the.
That was why he was on it.
To be honest, it's not even a topic. To be honest, it's so like.
Yeah, it's just Piers just decided because he was on it. He asked him for his thoughts on the whole thing that's going on, and then Dizzy just didn't want to be drawn into it, so he just sort of just reacted, innit?
But did he shut down Piers?
I don't. You know, I've seen so many like captions or whatever saying, "Oh, Dizzy shut down Piers." I'm like, you didn't really shut him down.
He didn't shut him down.
Could you engage with him? Like, shutting down is like, you know what, Piers, with all due respect, I came in to talk about the driving thing. I don't want to talk about Black Lives Matter. That's it. But he was like, every time, like, Piers is like, okay, I respect. The only reason I ask because you're a high-profile black guy in the UK. So I thought my ask, isn't it? And he kept like, no, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. Da, da, da. And he said something like, what did he say? He said something about him being aggressive or something.
You can't force me. I've seen you shut people down.
So I feel like Dizzy continued that when he didn't have to.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He didn't really shut him down, then, innit? It's like you just engaged. You made it more than it was, basically.
Because Pierce agreed with him. Pierce like, okay, I respect that. Like, Pierce wasn't beefing with him. He was like, I agree with you. Okay, that's fine.
No.
But he just wanted to prove like, yeah, well, you can't force him to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Pierce like, all right, that's cool. That's fine. And then he was like, yeah, well, no, but you can't tell me. I'm like, no one's forcing you to do anything.
See, this is why.
Like, you're gonna try and be the angry black man and all that stuff.
No. See, this is why I didn't entertain it in the first place, because I knew there's no people say, oh, he's shutting down. No. We know Dizzy cannot shut down Piers Morgan if it came to it.
Exactly, no way.
Dizzy would have to start switching and start shouting his like, I'm not a more, like he did in the roof in the day. Like he did in the roof back in the day. There you go. So
did I shut up? What?
I don't know what I told you, but I'm not a more.
I heard that word in years.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
To be honest, it was cringeworthy.
It wasn't long enough to like feel really bad.
I was like, stop, man, stop.
Yeah.
all right, cool. Well, don't big up Dizzy Rascal. Let's just.
No. Big him up in a sense where what he's doing at a drive-through thing. I think that's a good idea.
He's not my favorite artist anyway. I'm not gonna lie. So.
He's your favorite artist, you say?
He's not my favorite artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not my favorite artist.
No, I must say I used to love Dizzy Rascal.
No, I never really.
I didn't. I think he's been. So I'm gonna be. Not that I didn't need even to go there. I think he's been slightly overrated from the beginning. I don't even think Boy was a classic.
What?
No. I ran into him one time though.
Drop the mic.
My claim to fame.
I'll be honest. I don't even think Boy in the Corner was a classic grime album, bro.
What? Oh my!
So I could cross the road, just so everyone knows.
What was that? Sorry.
Marlon said he met him, and then he.
No, I didn't meet him. He just I was crossing the road and he was driving this Ferrari, and he stopped for me, and I had to give him when you pretend you know someone
yeah.
And he gave me back the phone. I felt I don't know. I don't like his music, but I felt good that day with the girl I was with.
I don't this. That's my boy from back in the day.
Why do you think he stopped for me?
Merv, I hope you're getting all the sound bites, boy. They're classic ones on today's show for sure.
But listen, I agree with Nate. It's not a classic album, but it's a groundbreaking album in the sense of it was the first grime album. If I'm not wrong, right? It was the first. Yeah. So it was the first one, and I Love You was a monster single.
No. He had big tracks, but then he changed. To be fair, he was Tiny Tempo before Tiny Tempo. In the same way that you just kind of change up your music and switch up everything. Dizzy made it I know Dizzy tried to come back.
The first album was pure grime though.
The first album. Then after that it was nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, it changed a bit. I think his hand was forced to change because the grime scene wasn't as developed as it is, shall we say, now.
Yeah. I don't have beef with the man. Do you know what I mean? I was in Nine Up with him. I mean, I don't have beef with him, but he's just not mine.
Yeah. But this to add to Rich, so everyone from the grime scene switches up. Everyone, apart from P Money and Jamie, everyone switches up.
Because it's all about
money.
The money.
It's about money. It's about revenue, income, commercial, all that kind of stuff, which I get. But I'm just not for it.
But you got to remember what I told you before. I don't know what episodes or whatever it was. That I think we're talking about H, and people use grime to build a platform, then go off what they really want to do. Because they're doing it all the time. Grime is just a platform where you're going to get heard instantly. You go on radio, One Extra, and all those kind of places to spit your lyrics. Then start making the tunes, and it goes from there.
All right. Yeah. All right. This one I didn't tell you about, but I'm going to bring up because I've got There's been a lot of stuff going on recently on Twitter with people getting dragged about sexual assault and all these kind of things. And there was I know Ray Black had a lot to say about an interaction she had with
Glaze? Is it Glaze?
No, not Glaze.
Oh
shit! Damn! I fucked up. I don't remember the man's name. I'll think of it in a minute. And Ray Black, and he gave out some kind of voice notes of where he tried. I think he basically just grabbed Ray Black's breast for no reason. They didn't really have that relationship. And since then, Ray Black kind of announced it, and then she's since come off Twitter and come off socials. But what I did say is there was a poll, not a poll. What's the things that you sign? A petition.
Petition.
There was a petition that came out about Uncle Tim. And
Westy.
Uncle Tim Westwood and his behaviour to the black women and how he's been moving mad. Did anyone want to comment on that, or we just?
But everyone knows Tim for that, though. I mean, I've known from way back. Tim's been known for this. I'm not saying it was right or wrong, but I'm sure it's consent. I'm sure the girls were I don't know. They were raped, were they? Are they claiming this?
I don't know. I think people.
What are they claiming? What are they actually claiming?
No, I think there's different people. Obviously, different people have got different stories. So I think.
But what is the claim, though? What is the actual claim that these girls are saying?
So I think it's about his behaviour, how his behaviour to underage girls, how he moves.
Underage girls? What? So they're under 16? These girls?
Well, he's 60, bro.
It doesn't matter. No, but the age of consent. What's the age of consent?
16. So then he's not doing nothing illegal, is he? If he's in America,
that's what I'm saying.
Look at Hugh Hefner and all those men there.
No, if it's underage girls means illegal, right?
Yeah, no. Some of them potentially could be underage. I don't, bruv, I didn't write the petition.
Children, right?
Yeah, I didn't write the petition. Some of them potentially could be underage. I don't know.
If they're underage, then it's wrong. If they're under 16 or 16 and young, whatever, it's wrong. Like, you should go down for it. But if
they're 17,
for me, I thought it was uni girls that he was banging.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought it was uni girls. That's for me. That's fine.
17, that's frowned upon, but it's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
I'm not saying I would do that. I don't know yet, but
as a 60-year-old man,
I don't know, bruv.
Bruv, if you're not raping them and it's a mutual agreement, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
Listen. At the end of the day, yeah, we all know it's something you shouldn't do, right?
I don't understand why Nathan's making that face. He's not doing nothing wrong.
No, in the eyes of the law, but
no, even if they've both agreed to it, if they're both like, okay, let's have sex, and one's 60 and other one's 17,
and they both know each other's age,
then that's no problem. There's no problem
with that at all.
It's not like you can't say you don't know how old Tim Westwood is. You know,
everyone
you look
does.
at him, you Google him, his age is there, everything is there. So
it's so mad though. Someone just said about Hugh Hefner, like that was glorified. Like,
of course it was. But the Playboy Mansion.
I think the reason why his eyebrows being raised, I'm gonna say, is because I think majority of them are black girls. That's why.
But he's in a black scene.
Exactly, man.
Listen, this kind of arguments I don't entertain. There's no point.
I don't see the problem with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we not agreeing that Westwood's a bit of a predator? Are we saying he's not a predator?
Predator?
He's not a predator. Why is he a predator?
Why is he a predator?
He likes girls.
But
so do you? Okay, sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna read the things here. It says,
here he goes.
Some uni things. They thought that Tim Westwood was going there. Someone said security had told me they need to wear a sports bra. He said, girls, keep your pussy tight and clean. Girl in the front door with the black dress on, I'll be fucking you later. These are like 18-year-old fresh, just hit uni. I'll be saying that he's not a predator though.
No, but come on, Nate. The way you're reading that, it's like as professional. But him saying it, like, yeah, pussy's clean, bang you later.
That's Westwood.
That's how he's saying it.
That's Westwood. Yeah, it's like
that's how he's saying it.
All right, okay. No, but this is what you're saying. That's Westwood. Are we not? What are we doing? Accepting his behavior because it's Westwood?
No, but it's an 18-year-old girl. He's not talking to an underage girl. He's talking to an like. If they don't like it, to kick like. They don't have to have sex with him.
So Nate, you've got these statements. What did these girls say for him to say that to them?
They don't say nothing. Bruv, we've all been to Westwood raves. Kel, we've been on a boat with Westwood, bruv. We've seen how he carries on. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm saying, yeah? Like, I know, yeah, that in the eyes of law, nothing is wrong. And I'm not even calling that Westwood because Westwood's cool. Like, we got pictures of Westwood, all of that, yeah? But man moves a bit creepy, innit?
No, but he moves a bit creepy, but what I'm trying to say is
he's not R. Kelly.
It's the consent. Exactly. I don't think it's a consent. Do you know what I mean? I came for underage girls, which is wrong. Do you know what I mean? That's it. He needs to go under the jail for that. But for me, yes, he's creepy, but he's open about his creepiness, and the girls still have it. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't hide it or shy away. Like, everyone knows Westwood to be creepy. Everyone knows him to be that guy. Everyone knows to be, keep that pussy tight. And the girls still go for it. The girls still go for it. They still, do you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand. I don't see the issue here. I don't see an issue at all.
Well, to be fair, do any of us know exactly what's going on behind those scenes? So even though we're seeing on the media and all that, we actually don't know what's going on. No. And even though they might be at the age of consent, could there be like any grooming going on, any coercive behaviour? You don't know what's going on, innit? So
no, we don't.
But you can say that about every subject.
That's like you're innocent till proven guilty, innit? You can't be like maybe he's done this or maybe that. Like, if nothing came out, I don't think it's fair to even like suggest that until it. None of the girls have said that. Like, if no one said that,
I don't know where, I can't remember where I saw any statements, but what Nate was kind of reading from, I saw one or two bits of that, and I thought, come on, man. If you're a girl and you're...
You know, to be fair, we've been speaking about it for the past how many minutes, but I actually don't know what's happened. So even though he's saying all these things, what have the females, what have the women said about him? Have they said that he sexually abused them, or like what's the actual
exactly
thing
that's what I want to know.
I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so
I think
it's the case of mistreatment of black women. I think
there's probably more. There's probably more to it. They're like, do you know what I mean? Like, and unless we've got that information there, then it's just speculation, really.
No, the problem is because of his age. That's what people are making the whole comments about his age and the fact that he goes for black girls. And now, to be fair,
so the petition. What do they want to happen to Westwood, basically?
Yeah, what's the petition about?
What's the final outcome they want?
I think it's wanted to be investigated. I don't know, brother. It was just, bruv, I ain't gonna lie. And the thing is, we've been speaking about this for ages, yeah, bruv. It was literally a passing thing. People sending me petitions about Westwood. I don't know, bruv. I don't know what it was. I just know there's a lot of talk. There was a lot of stuff on Twitter that was going around this week about people, and it will tie into, I guess, what we're going to be talking about in a minute, like about a lot of stuff, what people have gone through, their experiences, and it's about when they do come out in the open and, for example, tell their story or say their thing, as the wider audience, we're quick to kind of shut it down. Do you see what I mean? Like we're quick to kind of shut down the experience, almost to the extent that we're like, nah, bruv, these girls are 18, they know what they're doing. Where actually, I don't know. Like, similar to what Merv said, they could have been coerced, they could have been anything. And we don't know it. But if you're one of those 18-year-old girls, for example, we've just kind of rubbished your whole experience. Like, it's similar to like,
No, Nate, if a girl comes out and says, I was molested...
but I think people are saying that. That's what I'm saying. I think people are saying that.
I haven't heard that.
No, but I guess we're not the police, innit? But I think that's what people are saying.
Where? Who's saying it? Where have you heard that? Because I haven't heard that. All I've been hearing is that he's a creep or whatever, but I think
people have said it. There are stories where people have gone to the police and all the rest of it and have reported Westwood.
Okay, I haven't heard this. So if that's the case, then I'm not rubbishing their story at all. I just thought people were thinking because he's 60, he's banging 18-year-olds. That's wrong.
No,
I don't see that as wrong at all. I don't see that as wrong. That's my argument. But if the girls are saying they've been groomed or they've been abused or this and that, they've been raped, fair enough. Yes, he needs to be investigated. But if this is because he's 60 and he's banging 18-year-olds, me personally, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, the first sentence it says in that thing was picture provided by a rape victim. So
okay, there you go. That's fine then. Yeah, cool. Needs to be investigated, 100%.
Okay. No one can ever tell me that a fully geeked pod episode is boring.
49.5, where?
49.5. 49.5. All right. Fuck what's going on in recent history. I May Destroy You. We spoke about 1 to 4 last week. Did anyone watch episode 5 and 6 this week?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thoughts?
Actually did.
Wait. Just before we continue, is it over now? Is it just
no?
6 episodes?
No, it's 12.
12 episodes.
12? There's still more.
yeah, 12 episodes.
That's sweet and easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
For a British series, that's quite a lot for a British series.
Yeah, I thought, okay, if there's going to be more, maybe 2 more. But 12, that's like pushing.
12, man. Well,
I guess they make up with it by it only being like 28 minutes, though. It's quite
true,
short, right?
But you know what? Actually, now that you say that, because the last episode was kind of like, okay,
that couldn't have been
a good episode, but I thought,
it went a season finale.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, yeah. Let's discuss.
It's weird because what we were just talking about almost segues into where we're going.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd think that I planned this.
I liked it. I enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed it. It was like you know what? Sorry, guys. I take it back. When I said Michaela wasn't attractive, I take it back. It was an error of choice. But bruv, you know what? Only a few girls, a few women can cut their hair that low and still look pretty. And the bone structure. Do you see a bone structure, bruv? Listen. So I take it back, man. She's very attractive.
Let's hope she forgives you.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see past the neck.
What do you mean? Disrespect?
No. I mean, feet up. I didn't. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Never mind.
He hasn't seen her face, basically.
It didn't matter from what I saw, is what I was saying.
You try to say the physical was.
Oh, okay.
When he saw her doing the yoga, when he saw her doing the yoga moves, he was like, "Forget the face; it doesn't make it.
It don't matter."
So I mean, so the first episode was.
Episode 5 was about she, like we said last week, when she got stealthed and she realized it was rape, and she went to the police station and to find about the original sexual assault that she had gone through, and they had confirmed that if a man takes off the condom and you don't realize, like, it is rape. And I'd just like to take a shout out slightly. Big up Michaela, big up the team, big her up for bigging up certain British podcasts. They had the Receipts podcast, they had another podcast, I couldn't remember what one it was. But like, even the fact that they were in the TV show, I thought was such a big move. Do you know what I mean?
Massive.
Like, and Femi, when you're next doing your next film of The Intent, if you want to shout out the Fully Geeked pod in there, I don't mind.
You get me?
Just put it out into the world. Do you know what I mean? If anyone wants to do it in their TV show,
no Clark, any of the.
Yeah, I'll accept it, and I won't charge you or any of that kind of stuff. None of that.
Boy, we can talk about that still.
Nah, bro, we'd have to pay them, bro. Like, I mean, this is. But yeah, and then also the reason I felt a little bit bad because Kwame, obviously he went with them to the police station, and then obviously he had realised that he had been sexually assaulted when my man we thought had raped him. I don't know.
I don't think he realised. I think he knew he had been sexually assaulted.
No, I know, but I mean, like, he actually was going to tell in it, like, so he actually went and reported it. And then I thought it was a little bit out of order because they had the black guy from.
Where was he from?
I've seen him before.
I've seen him before, but I couldn't put a finger on it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in, bruv. He's in thingy.
What?
What's that? What's the program we watch with my man, the one from? Shit.
Wasn't it
the thing that we're trying to tell Richard, the thing we're trying to tell Merv to watch.
Enterprise.
Any from Enterprise?
No, it's not Enterprise. What are you talking about?
Isn't he from that show where they went back in the future? That show that went back in
the
the
one where they're in the
future.
future. It's the one in the future on ITV1, on ITV3, innit?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name though, but yeah.
Yeah. Time Wasters.
That's it.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it's a time waster. Right.
No. That's
so,
show.
Rich, if you could just edit that bit out, that'd be great. All right. Just edit it all. Just cut it all out. Yeah. And I felt it was bad because obviously he went to the police station and the police officer was just a shit police officer. He wasn't really taking it on board.
Nah, he's not a ship. Well, he is a ship police, but
it's an uncomfortable conversation. He didn't want to have the conversation.
Just ask about that though, because I was a bit confused because obviously I've not seen any until 5. But he was Googling, what was he Googling? Do you remember, like in the beginning?
Dry humping or something.
Yeah, is dry humping, is consensual dry humping rape? I think he was writing.
So I think what he, so what
was confusing me. So if it's consensual, how do you not? I didn't.
No, so you remember he consented to having sex with him. So he consented to having sex with him.
Yeah.
With a condom.
Oh, so
and then afterwards,
they done the same thing to him.
Yes. So after having sex with him with a condom, he then took he then pushed him down on the bed, no condom, and tried to go bareback with him.
He didn't try. He did.
Yeah, he did. No, but what I'm saying is,
because
I thought he did, but then when they started saying dry humping and did he penetrate?
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
I was baffled. Like my pants.
Yeah, that's what I've got. That's what
I don't know if he actually. If I was penetrated, like, baffling.
Yeah. So that,
I want to know, but I'm just asking.
That's a mystery because did he actually penetrate him? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just felt that it showed that potentially you can go to the police station with your kind of evidence or whatever, and they just kind of almost because he was gay and because that's what they do, he kind of rubbished his experience.
But Nate, this is the point you were saying last week that there's a stereotype around.
Yeah, 100%.
So is that stereotype like, come on, man, it was consensual, you went to have fun, blah, blah, blah. We talked.
What was his name? Such and such 808, bro. You know the one? So what should we call him? Yeah. But even that, I just thought it's a little bit out of order.
Yeah. Yeah, but I got his address.
Man's ignoring.
So you don't really need. He's ignoring the address, ignoring it.
Yeah, I think that was such a powerful scene because it just goes to show you the terrible reality of someone that is supposed to care and protect for you, that how they, and the thing is, to be fair, that police officer probably wasn't even remotely ready for something like that.
Nah, he probably wasn't.
Nah, not at all.
And I guess there was something about him that wasn't ready, and also the training as well. So, you know, whoever comes through that door reporting any crime at all, it could be anything from theft to like a sexual assault. Someone has to be mentally prepared to basically at least have some care about someone that's saying, hey, I've just been raped or whatever. Do you know? Because even if he thought, well, do you know, actually hearing all these details might affect me in some way, and I may not be trained in order to do it, but at least have the training about empathy in it. Like, do you know, are you okay? Do you want a drink? You know, like he was just kind of like, oh, let me just take down some details quickly. Not even just saying, look, how you, do you know what I mean? There was no care in his approach. It was just.
Yeah, I felt like they should have given it to the sexual assault team. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, when Michaela came through,
yeah,
straight away went through to a whole separate team.
Yeah.
Like, I felt that they should have done that with him.
Yeah.
That's what they're showing. They're showing the difference between a woman getting raped and a man getting raped. They're showing the difference of how it's handled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was horrible to watch, man. I mean, I think it was important that they showed it, but just you can tell that stuff actually happens, doesn't it? So yeah, man.
And then even Arabella at the end just calling out my man and saying, look, you're a rapist, you rape man.
Oh my gosh, that was
Oh yeah. Oh, Marlon, you gotta say something?
No, it's all right. Sorry, that didn't really matter.
Yeah, that scene, man, like the way all of them acted, that was just they just all deserve some form of, I don't know, equivalent to Oscar or something. Because
but it's the thing, it's how she was just telling him, and then he'll be like, "What?" And she'll be like, "No, what I said."
Yeah,
it's like it's straight faced. So he was like baffled, like, "What?"
Do you know what?
Did I really hear that? Yeah.
You know what bit confused me as well. I don't know if any of you picked up on it, but you know when they had that little they had that meeting with the that author, that publicist, or whatever.
Yeah, he said I was raped.
She's
like, his name.
She was like, what's your book about? Zayn, like I was raped, and like Zayn raped me. And
he said I was raped, and it goes, I know the rapist's name, Zayn Malik, and they went like continued, and even him, you looked at his he was like, what?
Yeah, but you know, it almost made it seem like they just assumed that, okay, is he helping her write the story about her getting raped? Like, so I thought, that's what I took from that. I don't know about you guys, but I thought, but it's actually when she just went up there and like, I got raped. I was like, oh my goodness, man.
Like, you know, like, even though it was serious, you know, like you got her friend. Oh my God, they made me a GIF. I'm a GIF. I'm a meme. I'm thinking, oh, for fuck's sake.
Terry?
Yeah, it's like, for fuck's sake, man. Like, it's a serious story, serious situation. You want to talk about, look, they made me into a meme. Let me send everyone.
Yeah. What did you think about her just last minute stage fright?
Yeah, I was a bit concerned because she wants to be an actress. That doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, I kind of just felt like, and the way I thought she was actually going to walk out the whole building, you know, when she walked off. She just walked and turned around. I was like, that's a bit, to be fair, maybe she had genuine stage fright in it and she just couldn't go through it, basically.
Then we had episode 6, which was a flashback episode.
Loved it. I love this episode. I loved it, man.
Yeah. This episode.
It's back to school days, man.
But first of all, you know, I had to Google what phones looked like in 2004.
Bro, did you not think to yourself, like, they must have had better phones than this, bro?
Yeah.
Why are you rolling with this?
Nokia, them days were like 99 or 2000, I think.
Yeah. 99, 2000.
Not 2004, you had like 7210. Like, it had some colour to the screen, innit, basically.
Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking 2004, we was in uni, bro. We had better phones than that.
Yeah, exactly.
We weren't rolling with face-offs.
Can I give a shout out though to the soundtrack? Jeez,
the
soundtrack was on point.
Yeah,
big rhythms, man.
Big.
And then so they had the flashback, and so obviously she's linked up with one of her old friends from school who had reported that she had been sexually assaulted back in the day, and them doing investigation. They were like, nah, it never went like that. And all it, well, the people that will watch it. I'm not going to throw spoilers in there. But what did you think of that whole scenario? Like,
did she get assaulted or?
Who the girl?
Yeah, did she ever get assaulted because her dad didn't assault her? That was clear.
No, but not this sort.
This is what I wanted to say, because this program is so good, yeah, because they highlight all forms of sexual abuse that isn't just obvious to, I guess, people watching it, and also themselves as well. Even like Michaela and Zayn, like when he stealthed her, basically, she genuinely felt like it was a misunderstanding. Yeah. And actually, he knew exactly what he was doing. So things like that, it's just showing you different forms of sexual assault, basically. And like not just the whole kind of, I'm going to pin you down and rape you sort of thing.
Even the dry humping thing, the dry humping is
that as well. So it's like...
I wouldn't have known that.
That's what I'm saying. This program has actually been very insightful and educational, you know.
It's got layers. It's definitely got layers.
It just goes to show you how much you think you know, but you don't know. And even like I said to the people that's actually happening to, like, imagine how, sadly, imagine how many people that have actually gone through the situation and now realizing, oh my gosh, do you know what I mean? Like, this has actually happened to me. So it's deep, man. But I think with the friend, like, because I think she was sexually exploited. Basically.
It was sexual exploitation.
Yeah.
By who? By who?
By her mum.
The man who was taking pictures of her.
Well, okay, even before then, but even by her mum. Her mum done it as well, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, by making that story up.
About her dad, innit? Yeah. So she
trying to get the yard.
Yeah. But the boy as well taking pictures. Yeah. He was asking her though.
No. We're not going to do that.
Phone.
He didn't ask her.
You can't take pictures.
Remember, he just took pictures. He just tried to take pictures. He was trying to doggy her and then take pictures.
Yeah, but then he goes,
and then he coerced her into taking pictures.
Yeah.
He coerced her into taking pictures. Look, brother, it wasn't like, can I take a picture? She was like, yeah. He was like, I'll give you money.
Yeah, but see, she seemed to already have a plan by then. Like when she was like, all right, because she seemed a little offended at first, but then like she kept looking at the phone. I don't know if anyone.
But can we all agree that the sexual scene wasn't an assault, was it?
But it's the exploitation. It's not that maybe my words were wrong. It was not that sexual assault. It's the exploitation. He exploited her by trying to take pictures, and even then, I'm going to go back to it.
Yeah,
bro, he said, "I'm going to take pictures."
Yeah.
For me, the first thing he did was send it to his brethren.
Yeah. No, the first thing that's when he messed up, when he took the first. I'm not saying he didn't.
When he sent it out, then obviously, you know what I mean. But I can remember I missed that part. I thought she agreed. I thought she agreed to it.
No,
he went wrong. He went wrong actually when he took the picture without her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's the way he went wrong. Straight. That's when it became sexual abuse, basically, isn't it?
Consent.
Yeah, because he didn't actually ask her like, oh, do you know what? Do you mind if I take pictures? And if she was be like, what for? Oh, no, forget it, innit? But he just took the pictures and basically just gassed her all the way throughout it, basically.
But in a sense, it's a good thing because look at the lie she made up, though. Do you know?
It wasn't. No, but it wasn't the lie. The lie was. You remember? She didn't actually. No, okay. She lied when she said at knife point because that was wrong. Yeah?
Exactly. Yeah, that's
that bit was wrong. That bit was wrong. But I think it was more.
Well, she
also said, "I said no," and he forced me.
She didn't. That didn't
happen. Did say no that she didn't want him to take pictures.
No, but that's not what she's saying, though. She's saying she's not talking about pictures. She's talking about like being raped now, right?
No. That's what I'm saying.
That's the story she's building. He raped.
No, I don't even think that's the story she's building.
What I'm pissed off that he took pictures.
No, she was asked a question. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a teacher, you would never ask that person that question in front of the whole class. Never. You would never have that conversation in front of all those kids. Yeah,
that was
you get put under pressure.
Yeah.
You would have to have that. That's a whole separate conversation in a separate place. And I guess all of these kind of things interlink. I don't even know if this is going to be in like a abuse episode or something, yeah? Because we're going to jump onto little fires everywhere later. But again, it's that kind of thing where when she first said it, she wasn't necessarily talking about I was raped. She just said I didn't want to do it. Yeah, and he forced me to do it. No, I'm not talking about the sex, but she didn't want him to take pictures. And also,
she was insinuating the sex, bro.
Bro, that's a conversation. Like I said, she was exploited. I think she was exploited.
The picture thing, I agree.
Spoilers. Just for the.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Everyone knows. But the pictures thing, I agree. The pictures, I agree. But like, bruv, she lured him upstairs to have sex.
Yeah, and that was consensual.
That's consensual. But she said, I said no, and he still forced it. That's rape.
But he didn't. No, but remember, she did it
at knife point.
No, that's what I said. The knife point thing is wrong. Like, that's a lie. Yeah, and again, that's learned behavior because her mum taught her how to lie.
Exactly.
Yeah? That's learned behavior. Her mum taught her how to exploit that situation.
Yeah.
Her cutting herself again is a cry for help.
Yeah, blatantly. Yeah, cool.
That is her cry. It's a cry for help. Also, you got to think she freed up the Nans because she thought my man liked her. My man literally was on straight away. He was like, "No, but what do you mean? My man said this is what you do, bro." Do you get me? Like that's exploitation, bro.
Yeah, it's exploitation blatantly, and she wanted to hurt him.
I'm only doing this because
plan came into effect from that moment. So when she did let him take the pictures, then she let him. Is what I'm saying. But she already had a plan.
Because she basically from that moment she wanted to hurt him, innit?
Because he hurt her.
Yeah, he hurt her. He exploited her. She feels worthless. She's gone through all of these things that what her mum's put her through and all that stuff, and this happened. Not saying it's right, obviously, but she had her reasons for doing it. Do you know what I mean?
But the thing is, he was just on a lip sync thing, you know. I don't even remember. He just wanted to lips her and bounce. Yeah. And then she was like, she's like, nah, like let's do more. Let's go upstairs. Da, 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 da. So I don't think he learned that. He didn't exploit in that way because he was just on a lip sync thing and let's go back to class. But she wanted to have.
But you know what? Either way, he's probably lips in there thinking, oh yeah, this is cool. This is what I'm expecting, and he probably thought this is my lucky day. And I've heard about this girl. I've heard about what she does. So I'm just going to take the phone out. I'm going to draw for the phone straight away because this is what other guys have done with you, and this is what you're about. So he thought it was all cool, innit? Do you know what I mean? So, like, whether or not he planned on doing it or not, he just thought this is an opportunity for me to do it because I know about you, innit?
Yeah, I hear that, but I'm just saying, like.
No, and I guess, like you said, you think of when you were at school. I think back at school, and I remember girls that were like that, yeah. And just because they might have been a bit loosey-woosey with Jermaine, it doesn't mean that Marvin or Mark thinks that this is the way it's going to be. Do you get me?
Yeah, yeah.
And I know that certain men were like, nah, she's a sketch, she's a this, she's a that. And I'm like, whoa, just because she freed it up to my man, that means she won't free it up to everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the mentality, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is my point. She freed it up to him. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, because like I said to you, he wasn't on the banging thing. He just wanted to lips and bounce.
No,
and
I'm sure he probably was on the banging thing. But not at that moment.
Not at that moment. He wasn't, because he's just like, you could tell it was a quick lips, and then she pulled him back, whispered in the ear, "Come now, let's do more upstairs."
Unlock the door that you're not supposed to go to.
Yeah,
all that. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So that bit, like I said, it's not about the freeing up the Nans, I guess, yeah? And I don't like to use that. Well, I do fly and I use that.
You seem to.
I do. I use it all the time. But, I mean, he freed up the Nans, but what it was the after effect, which was the liberty. The phone should never come out the pocket.
Yeah. The phone thing, I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah,
it's funny though.
Up until that moment, whether he just wanted to lips or not, like obviously they were being bad because like they're not supposed to be doing that at school and whatnot, isn't it? And probably I don't know how old they were supposed to be, but they probably looked to me that they were supposed to be 15.
Year 10, probably. Right?
Yeah. So either way, they were both doing bad, isn't it? Yeah, at that point. But yeah, it's like as soon as he got the phone out, that's when it became abusive, isn't it?
But I feel if they would have had sex, yeah. They did have sex. Sorry, this is. I'm just assuming none of this happened. It's not facts.
Yeah.
But the way the character of the girl, I believe, even let's say that they had sex, and then she goes, "Okay, so, are we going out now?" And he said, "No." I think she still would have been up a story. She still would have been up a story.
I don't know.
Her character says that.
That's what they're kind of showing. That's what they're showing, right? Like, what she says to them.
This is why it's important because this is why it's important because she probably wasn't a likable girl. either way. Even what she said, oh, you know what, stupid black
African
monkeys. She wasn't a likable girl. She's a victim of her own circumstances, to be fair.
Yeah, she played the race card.
Yeah, on top of it, she's not. I guess she wasn't really. She had her own issues going on with her, innit? But and this is why I think it's such a good episode, because immediately a lot of people are gonna think, oh, she's just like loose and she gave it up and like because she got hurt. Now she's trying to punish my man. But I think the whole message that everyone's missing out is she was effectively sexually abused by this person.
Fair enough.
Like the minute the phone came out, you had no right whatsoever to take a picture of someone that you didn't have consent to do that. And on top of it, you shared it. And it's deep because it comes full circle, because actually him sharing it sort of saved him as well at the same time. And again, it's one of those things where, and I guess when you think about 2004, where picture phones wasn't as
prevalent. Yeah, they weren't.
Yeah, even if you had a picture phone, it wasn't, there was no social media either. It was like, if I'm going to send this picture, it's going to be £1.20, and no one ain't doing that. You know what I mean?
£1.20.
Yeah, so it's like
you got infrared that bad boy. Infrared.
It's almost like this is what the message is. It's like, you know what? There's better practices nowadays, because that will basically be deemed as sort of revenge porn.
Revenge porn, sharing indecent images of minors.
Yeah. So I think it was a very, because it's a proper thought-provoking episode, and obviously now we can look at it now, because obviously we're 2020 and think, if that was happened like then today, people are getting expelled straight away. Do you know what I mean? Or even coming into sort of police situation. They've done it so cleverly, man. I reckon. You know, what do you guys think?
Do you trust her as an adult now then?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Nah,
I think that's why. I think that's why the kind of this episode seemed to kind of be about her. So, and it ended on her. So I don't think it's going to be like roses for the next few episodes.
No, I don't think she's going to be in the show again. But I mean, I think it's about maturity. So, for example,
exactly. Why would she's like, look, and again, she's been sexually abused, exploited, all the above from a very young age till like now. Like, why would she? Like, I don't know. I can't see her having some agenda.
I felt like she. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We both don't.
Yeah,
know,
I'm with you. I'm with you, man.
And you know what as well?
And she wasn't. To be fair, I don't think like she was. That was wrong what he did, like exploitation. I think Nick said, but she wasn't sexually abused.
No, but she didn't say that. Her actual words.
No, I'm just saying what Murph's saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. But her words were, all victims of being people that have been sexually abused or exploited.
Yeah.
So I think she's acknowledging that she wasn't abused.
Yeah, I'm not saying she is. Merv is saying she was sexually abused. I'm saying she wasn't.
It still comes under sexual abuse. It still comes if you're being sexually exploited by someone. It comes under
the law. To be fair,
there's no ifs and buts about it. Sexual abuse. Do you know what I mean? And one thing that was interesting, I think, if anything, that this character is going to cause conflict. It's not that she's going to cause conflict. It's Terry. I reckon Terry's going to make conflict out of Arabella getting support from this person. Do you know what I mean? Because even like when she was saying, Arabella was saying to her, like, I'm going to get some, like, I'm going to this group, I'm going to get some support. Terry was kind of on edge about it. Almost like kind of like saying, no, you stick with us. So like, I don't know if you guys go from there, but it kind of.
Did they recognize each other, by the way? Did they recognize each other?
They know each other. They know each other.
Yeah, they all know it. They all know each other. But, and that's why she said, I wish I got to know you in school better. That's what she said.
Oh,
but like, I reckon that Terry's making it about a race thing as well, rather than actually thinking, you know what, my friend got sexually abused, and actually she needs the most support that she can get out of this, whether that be from black person or white person or any other person at all that's not in our group. But I think Terry's trying to be a bit too protective and like, you know what, like, you got to make, like, I kind of want to protect you, but Terry's not, evidently she's not equipped for that. Because if she was being supported, she'd just be like, you know what, would you like me to come with you or anything like that? no, it's all right, I'll be fine, and just let her go about her business. But she seemed to be a bit defensive about it. Did anyone else get that?
Yeah, Terry. Yeah, I don't know if Terry's she a good friend. I don't know. There's certain things she does. She's a ride or die, but there's like you said, there's certain things I've clocked in her behavior. She always wants to be about her in a way. Yeah, I've seen that. That's her character.
Exactly. Yeah, she's not really thinking about Arabella's needs. She's just thinking like, no, we're sisters. You know, it's I really got some strong vibes of race, and I thought, you know what, this is not you being sexually abused right now. Isn't about race, isn't it? It's about you getting support from the relevant people, from the right people, I should say.
Yeah. And I really want Kwame to speak up to his people then, because I just feel like he's going through this, but he's going through it by himself.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he hasn't even told Arabella, to be honest. That's what I'm saying.
I felt like he should.
I thought at least her, like, you know what I mean?
And then, to be fair, even Arabella talking to my man, the Italian man, like, again...
Yeah, more victim blaming, man.
Yeah, bruv, when he was talking about, but if you didn't look after your drink, you wouldn't have been raped.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man, that's mad.
The worst thing you could say to someone that's being victim of, worst thing you could say, man. Horrible.
But yeah, I'm still all for the
saying
series.
that, if he was wearing that mini skirt, it's a sexy thing.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Do you remember that was the talk?
Yeah.
Like the first time you hear about like, this one got sexually assaulted, one of the first questions are, but what was she wearing?
Yeah, that should matter. You know what I mean?
Or why was you walking down that dark alley by yourself at night? Like,
it's the only way to go home.
You know how people are, and that's what it is. It's one of those. Sorry, and I don't mean to go back to Tim Westwood. Yeah, I really don't mean. Yeah, but you see what I mean there. It's like, but why did you go to Tim Westwood's room? You know how he is.
Yeah,
it's that thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what he's like. But that shouldn't be a reason that somebody does that. And I'm not saying Tim's doing anything. I'm not trying. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got respect for Tim. Tim's brought a lot of hip hop artists, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just using him as an example. It's that same thing where people are like, yeah, but you know what he's like. You know he's this.
Yeah, it's the same as Tyson. Like, when Tyson got chopped raped. Like, she went there at 2 a.m. in the morning. Everyone's like, well, she went there at 2 a.m. in the morning. What does she expect is going to happen? She's expecting this to go and see Mike. You don't like, why do you... Like, it's the same kind of thing, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
All right, well, 7 and 8 comes out next week.
Yeah,
I probably like the series, though. I'm not going to lie.
No, it's big.
Mike, Rich, I feel like you don't need to get onto it, to be honest. Get in the conversation.
The way I felt like that was my school, like, those, like, it was deep. I think that's what got me on it. It was
great
deep.
Actors, the kids, great actors, man, honestly.
Well, they're not even kids, to be honest, but because some of them were in dumb stuff, but it made me believe I was at school.
Yeah.
100%. I could see my brethren.
Yeah, big time.
Them small bags that can't even fit a folder in it. Yeah, them ones.
Bruv, they got that to a T, bruv. The little Nike bags. Even my man talking about he got it from the market.
Even some of the lingua. Butters and all them things there. But
definitely a good episode. Like I said, I'm looking forward to 7 and 8. Last week, you man started speaking about Little Fires Everywhere.
Yeah.
So every man went away to try and watch the whole series. I finished watching the series. I think Rich has fallen asleep, or he's watching a film. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, without throwing mad spoilers, as a series, how did you like it?
I think climax-wise was really good, but I think the beginning was really slow. It was all right. It was good. It had a good story near to the end, but I think it probably took a long time for it to kind of get going.
Richard hates slow starts, you know. I wasn't about you. Hate slow starts.
No, but I was just like, where's this TV show going?
Exactly, but this is why I like those kind of things where you make up your own, because you don't know where it's going. You start analyzing each character, like, wow. You start making your own story up, and it makes me more intrigued anyway. So I like that kind of start.
You've got to let it sink in, man.
Yeah, man.
No, and the thing is, that Maya, I hate her guts.
No, okay, all right.
Before we go there.
Okay. Oh yeah. Everyone talk first. I'm going to beef you about that, Rich.
No, do you know what it is, right? Because I couldn't. In the intro, in the whole beginning, I just couldn't understand her character. You know, it's just like, okay, she's really, really weird woman, right? And she kept on having these flashbacks, but I just thought she had
your dreams.
Yeah. So dreams. I just couldn't understand where this was going. That's why I was getting frustrated. And I said, yeah, she's got to do it.
She had a chip on her shoulder from the get-go, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I just didn't understand. Like, she was so tense with her daughter, and the whole moving around thing. And I thought, what's going on here? Why have you got a beat up car? What is the main motive about this whole TV show? Then obviously you get watching it, right? You start watching episodes, then okay, right, things start to build up.
Little fires. There's little fires everywhere.
Yeah, little fires.
The title was perfect.
What a metaphor, man.
What a metaphor.
Now, obviously, the show got better, but obviously you guys can input now. So, obviously, I'm not going to go right to the end straight away. But Nate, obviously, you've just kind of digested it all within a week.
Do you know what it is? It's not that Mia, for me, and I had a big conversation with someone about this last night. I don't know why Mia, for me, isn't problematic. Like, I don't have hate for Mia. Like, Mia's in that situation. I think she did wrong, obviously, by taking Pearl and lying to the biological father and stuff, that the baby died and all that stuff. But obviously it was too much for her to give her up, yeah? So that's one thing. So I think that's her bad. But in all that she's ever done, she's only ever tried to do the best by her child. And she's constantly on the run. So for me, I didn't hate her. I thought she was all right. Like, she can be a bit moody, but I didn't hate her.
No, okay. What thing that frustrated me, right? Like, the daughter highlighted it. We've been sleeping on the floor, moving from place to place, when you've had this money all this time. So we could have literally stayed somewhere where...
Yeah, but that wasn't her thing. Her thing was she was constantly moving because, for whatever reason, whatever her thing was, and she said, we've always had. We've never gone without. We've always had enough. And that's why I felt like...
That was a good statement.
And that's why for Pearl, I just think she was a bit spoilt, bro. Like, she was just she's spoilt, man.
Who?
Do you know what?
Pearl saw a life that her friends were living. I was like... Yeah, that's what it was.
And I thought it was really good because, it does kind of go to show you that you don't need this lavish life to have a happy life. And I think for someone like Pearl, like, obviously, Mia's kind of been there, done that, innit? Like, it looked like she came from a decent home and whatnot.
She did. Yeah, she did.
But obviously, her parents are a bit, like, they're quick to kind of reject her, innit, as well. Yeah. Like, you know, and I think, obviously, Pearl's growing up in this new age, you know, there's, it was 97, isn't it, actually? Yeah, so she's growing up with things are upcoming, people have all these things, they're doing all these exciting things, and she probably just wants to settle down and just be a normal teenager. Do you know what I mean? And it kind of, on one side, it's like, do you know what? You're kind of I'm growing up and you're taking my choices away from me. Like, actually, I don't want to move anymore. I just want to settle down in one place, and I want to grow with these people that I make friends with. And then Mia's probably trying to show her that, look, we don't have to conform to this every single day life where it's just poison. Because obviously, like, Elena's family, they had all of it, and it's like that family was just messed up. Do you know what I mean? So,
but you guys are forgetting. Pearl at the start was fine. Well, from what we saw, she was content with it. She was fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's only when she got in contact with I can't remember their names now. What are the surnames?
I don't know.
Richardsons and the Warrens.
The Warren.
Yes,
no, sorry,
Warren.
The Richardsons. Yeah. So it's only when she and obviously she liked what's his name? One of the brothers. Because of T. But anyway,
they had a funny name.
Trip.
Moody.
So she liked Trip. Obviously, she had a friendship relationship with Moody. Do you know what I mean? So she's like, I like this. You know, I feel I can settle down here. So that's when that behavior came out of Pearl. But before that, all those years before, it looks like the way the images that we saw, she was content with moving around.
But she even said to her, "Oh, can we stay? Can we stay?" Because she's not used to staying. All she wants to do is stay and settle.
Yeah, never had her own room.
Never had her.
always had to paint one of the walls.
No,
one wall. So it's a case of like, that's all she wanted to do. You could tell she wanted to settle.
Yeah, because she saw the other side. Yeah, she saw the other side.
Which I think was fine, and I think she should do as she growing up. Yeah, but I don't know. For me, I just felt her as a character. I thought she was a bit selfish, and then
really.
Well, she was just moody. That was selfish.
Bro, what she did to the boys was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was selfish, bro.
That was ridiculous.
Straight. That was selfish. She wanted to keep Moody close, just to get to the brother. Yeah, like, it was deep.
But one line that Izzy said to Moody, though, that was so heavy, though, man. Like,
I know. It hit a spot, hit the heart, boy.
It probably made you think, like, because at first you're probably like, no, Moody, like, you probably feel bad for him and all that stuff. But when Izzy goes, like, you know what, you don't. Yeah, basically, you don't own her, innit? Just because you like her, you don't own her.
Just because you got her bike, she's your property.
Yeah.
So it's like, question. What's Moody's real name? Like,
you don't know.
They said it. They said it.
Mike, is it Mike? I think it's Michael.
I don't know what his real name is, and that was one of the issues. Is that the mum, and we'll go on
Trip
to the
as
mum.
well. Trip.
Like the mum calls all of the kids by nicknames apart from Isabel.
Lizzie.
Yeah.
Izzy. So Moody, Trip, and Lexi. But Isabel, she never calls Izzy. She only calls her Isabel.
Yeah.
Mum's deep as well.
The mum's a horrible woman as well.
Oh yeah, big time.
What?
She has got a good heart. She has got a good heart.
Yeah.
No, because think about it, when she first saw Mia, she realized that Mia's a woman that was sleeping in the car. She's like, oh shit.
She already reported her to the police.
I know, but that's what I mean. So she's got a good heart as well. She does have a good heart. She does.
No, I think I think it's an act. I think it's one of those things is that she wants to be perfect. She wants to portray
I helped
that
a black
image.
person. I helped a black people.
Like, I don't think it was real for her. And that's why I think like even the whole thing with the McCullers, the Linda and Mirabelle and all that, the baby, it was is she was like, oh, but they're gonna think that I made this happen. Like
she's feeling guilty. No, because she's feeling guilty that obviously Mia.
Yeah, she brought Mia to their life.
No, but I'm saying, but everything is about her, how she feels. Nothing was ever about other people. It's always about how do I perceive. Bro, she cut her daughter out of a picture, fam.
No, because the daughter was swearing. You know what I mean?
Why was the daughter swearing? Because you effed them blinded and told her to go and put on the shoes after she said she don't want to put on the shoes.
If your daughter, every parent's going to do that.
No.
Every parent's going to do that. Come on. If you tell kids, let's do a family picture, and then your child goes, no, I'm not doing it.
They had a family picture. They had a family picture. Yeah, she wanted to do another one. Yeah. And she said, you go and put the thing on because I don't like it. Go and put the tartan on. She's like, Mum, I don't want to wear the tartan. She's trying to be an individual, innit?
No. But the thing is, she's a young girl. She listens to your parents anyway. For her to say, I'm not going to wear it, I don't want to wear it, it's like, come on, are you serious?
That's what I'm saying.
You've taught them to be like that. You've taught them to be able to talk.
This is it, yeah. And this is why, again, more thought-provoking TV, because when you think about it, you got 4 children, and I guess the others kind of conform to some degree.
Sorry, and they're all close in age, innit? It's like a year gap.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
How they all at the bloody same party, the same high school thing? I was so confused, and none of them were twins.
That baffed me in there. I'm thinking, right, take a break, man. But but yeah, what was I gonna say? Like, I think with Izzy, it was one of them ones like you've clearly got a child that has issues, and you're ignoring her. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just sort of saying like, you know what, actually, she doesn't. And it's weird because you think to yourself, okay, like, yeah, children should like kind of just be like you don't want to be like tyrants to them or anything like that. But it's like if they're ignoring you and whatnot, you're gonna be like, no, you're pushing your boundaries here. Do as you're told, sort of thing. But I think with Ella, like she was trying to basically make all her children carbon copies, well, especially the girls anyway. She wanted to make her children carbon copies of her, innit? This good, abiding, sort of perfect, like, and it weren't like that.
Blah, blah, blah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think especially at the time it was, because notice it was like 97 where I guess the world was changing a lot more as well. Do you know what I mean? Like nothing of these things happening. So I think she just wanted like her children to sort of just be her. And it's like, look, just do as you're told sort of thing. And, you know, and obviously things were coming out. Like obviously she was, you know, she's interested in girls, obviously. Do you know what I mean? And it had that article about Ellen coming out as well. So the world was
that makes it, yeah.
These things weren't normal back in those days.
But I don't think Izzy had issues. I think obviously the mom didn't want her from the get-go, because obviously when she found she was pregnant again, and you know, obviously a job, no, it wasn't in jeopardy, but she knew that she ain't gonna get no promotion or whatnot. So like from then, you know, she's, and obviously when Izzy was born, she was a cry baby and always crying and stuff. So she just had that. So you can just tell she always treated Izzy away from the others. You know what I mean? She definitely treated her away.
Izzy didn't have issues in a bad way. She had issues because she couldn't be herself. Basically, that's where her issues were.
She didn't want to conform to the middle class values and all that. That wasn't her. She was a different person.
Yeah, and no one, even her own girlfriend wasn't accepting her. Yeah, like she accepted her privately, but when it came to like, you know,
even when they squashed it, remember they squashed it like.
She's a bitch.
I was like, wow.
I mean, who plays with Cabbage Patch Dolls?
Yeah. But you know, like I was saying in the WhatsApp group, I hated everyone in that. The only person I liked in that thing was Izzy. That was the only.
Izzy was my girl, bro. The only one I liked.
Yeah. And I think, and that's why I loved it so much, because I'm thinking, wow, this is actually a program where I actually just don't like anyone. And I think everyone had some, I guess, some good motivational values to them, but the way they went about it was just wrong. Like Mia, it's almost like she probably felt like, you know, with what's her name?
Phoebe.
Chinese Asian one.
Yeah. She was just like, you know what? Maybe she's thinking, you know, actually, giving up your baby is a difficult thing. I don't want you to make the same mistake that I had done. Well, obviously she didn't give her up anyway, but it's almost like she was just trying to. She just done too much. Even the way she just like, look, here's the address, here's my car, go and do it, matter, innit?
Like, don't you think that's out of order? I just think
that was wrong. That was outright wrong.
Yeah, man. I just, because I tell you, this reason why I didn't like her, right? It was because one, she had that money. Yeah, it was sentimental value in the picture and everything else.
Yeah.
Right. But your child is still sleeping on the floor. That pissed me off. Right. You meet some random Asian lady in the restaurant that you work in, right? And then you decide to finally sell the picture to help her out. Come on, don't take the piss. Don't take the piss. Oh, honestly, I was getting so. I said to myself, I'm not going to watch the show anymore. I'm getting vexed.
That's why it was good, because that's what I'm saying. Everyone had their reasons for doing something, but the execution was just terrible, like terrible. Like no one was. I think the only thing I didn't like about it, though, which I just thought, you know what, you could have just done without that, was the ending.
I knew you were going to say that. Which part?
What you mean when she took the baby?
And the last episode.
Oh, well, when they went to the parents. Oh, do you mean delete that whole episode?
Are we giving spoilers here? Or we just
let's give spoilers, man. Let's give spoilers.
Like the fire, innit?
You said the ending, and I thought,
the fire, innit? Basically the fire.
Yeah.
I'm like that. I'm thinking, I don't know what the book was like, but I'm thinking, do you know what? Could you not have done anything differently? It just seemed a bit sort of far-fetched to me.
No, I think that is in the book, the fire. But it's the fact of, remember, but even the police officer, where's Izzy? This is Izzy's fault, and it had nothing to do with Izzy.
Yeah.
But it's just like.
But that I guess is the children's rejection of the mother, in the sense of, look, like everyone is crying for help, and Mum, you're not listening to any of us, and you want us to be like this, and we're tired of that.
But do you know
that was their rejection.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I feel the straw that brought the camel's back was when she told Izzy, I didn't want you in the first place. Everyone was like that's.
But that's what I'm saying. Even that's as a mother, how can you say that to your child?
Well, I didn't get that from. They should have showed that more in the series. Like, so I can understand definitely Izzy, like, and that's obviously everyone expecting Izzy to do the fire anyway, and she was about to, but she didn't. But I expected it a bit more probably from Lexi. But the boys, I'm like, it's almost like you just jumped on the bandwagon straight. Like, even if they did have some resentment for their mum, I don't think they didn't portray that too much.
No, they didn't. Not the boys.
They just seemed a bit like random. Like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, let's instead just burn everything that we've all that we've had in our lives. I'm like, imagine you being a teenager at that age, and it's like, all right, I'm hating what my parents are doing right now, whatever. But you're really gonna burn all the things in your house without telling?
All right, you probably wouldn't have burned the house down. It's a bit.
Do you know what I mean? That's why it's just a bit like, I think, that's my only gripe with it, to be fair.
I remember it started with that fire, innit? And then went back.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I thought the fire was gonna be, okay, we're gonna come full circle now, and the fire's gonna be something just so impacting, or just, I mean, it was definitely unforeseen, because I didn't foresee the other kids doing that. But I'm just like, yeah.
But in the first episode, the kid said, she'll probably blame Izzy.
Yeah.
They said that, didn't they?
Yeah.
And at the end, she came out and said, okay, cool. And then she took the blame by causing the fire.
Yeah.
So why do you think she'd done that? Because she was a bad parent?
Probably she just feels like, actually, I've caused this to happen, and I'm just basically realizing and she loves her children, innit? She evidently loves her children, because she took the rap for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And I think deep down she did, but I just think it's potentially how she showed her love.
That's what I'm saying. I think everyone had some intention, some good intention, but the way they went about it was just not great.
Yeah.
And her husband did say to her, "This is all your fault. You brought them here. You decided to go crazy and investigate as much as possible about this woman, and all this has happened all because of you."
And I think even the dad, because even the dad at first, I'm thinking, no, he's quite a good character. He's cool, he cares about Izzy and all that stuff. But actually, he is a bit of a punk as well, because he knew kind of I don't think he was supportive as he made out to be.
Yeah. No, he wasn't.
It's like,
do you know what go on.
No, it's like, well, all right, yeah, okay, I want you, I'm excited to have a fourth child, and he's the one that just got to go out to work all the time, and it's like he'll just come and he'll just drop 1-2 bars. He just dropped too many digs at her, basically. And it's like, well, actually, what are you actively doing to really also support the family, innit? Apart from just going out to work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he had his part to play in it as well.
Oh no, definitely. He definitely had his part, but I just, as I think, as the doing again, remember back in the 90s, it wasn't 90s. This was probably 80s when I had the kids, right? So it was the man kind of concept, going to work, coming home, you do with the kids and stuff like that. So and that's where it probably, in his sense, he's done his bit, should I say? Yeah, and she's there to look after the kids.
Well, props to the younger actors though; they smashed it, man. Like the mannerisms that younger Mia was doing with Kerry Washington, amazing. And
the teeth.
She smashed it.
Yeah,
but also, what didn't make sense is was his name Jamie?
Which one's the high top? No,
or Jason? What's her name? Eleanor's ex-boyfriend. Remember?
The one where she goes to go and see him at the thing, Jamie.
Yeah, he was the same. He didn't. They didn't change his character, though, isn't it? For any laziness, for But just saying, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, like I said, I thought it was a 6 series. I thought it was definitely a 6 series, and like I said, it was definitely thought provoking. And if you get a chance to go and watch Little Fires Everywhere, I would make sure you go and do it. It's on Amazon Prime.
And before you run away from this show, but don't you think that I felt sorry for the family that lost the baby? I thought that was deep.
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really deep.
I think
they didn't deserve that, man.
No, and I think that kind of again led it to its own kind of thing, because I felt both sides of the family, or both parents or prospective parents, were not thinking about the baby. They were thinking about themselves, because they could have blessed that a lot easier. Like when they had won the adoption thing, I still think they could have allowed her to come and see her child. And then I don't think she would have tried to steal her child or any of that. Do you know what I mean?
But she was though. But I'm sure they were. She was still landing.
Remember the dad? Remember that the lawyer was like, okay, yeah, blah blah. And at the thing, they were like, no, our family. They weren't on it.
But didn't she have visitation rights? Remember, she just like she
that was
first,
before.
yeah.
That was before the adoption got final, and that was what remember they won the case, innit?
Yeah.
And that's when they were like, the baby's ours now, innit?
Yeah. No, do you know what it is? The reason why I felt sorry for them, obviously, because they gave her a little backstory. You know, she used to look after the kids and all that kind of stuff. And she couldn't have kids herself.
She had the stillborn, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it was quite. I really felt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's deep, because it's like it's not everything is as it seems, isn't it? It's just like, well, yeah, you know, this is. I think obviously that the maternal mum was like, she wanted to give the baby a better life, and she did give the baby a better life, but I guess it's a decision that she kind of regretted afterwards, understandably. Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of them ones like, okay, I've given you up for a good reason, and now I want you back, and it's just not that simple, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? To do that, so yeah, it's mad.
No, honestly, 8-episode show. Do you know what? It's definitely worth watching. Again, to me, it started slow. I was quite, you know, I like to see things quick action, you know. So, but for what I've seen, it's decent. The last 3 episodes really pick up. Definitely.
I say quick action, bro. It's not an action film, bro.
No, but I always like my stuff. You know, at least get me interested, get me kind of like.
Oh, that was interesting, man.
Oh, why is Kerry Washington? You know, Kerry Washington. Why is she so skinny now? I just don't like it.
I think she's always been like that.
No, she hasn't.
In
Scandal, she's
exactly the same, bro.
Yeah, don't body shame her, man.
Exactly, don't body shame her, bro. What's going to say? Where did Pearl go at the end, though? Where did Pearl go at the end?
Where Pearl, she ran away.
The granddad's.
No, Pearl went to the dad's house. Pearl went to her dad's house, her biological dad's house.
Was it the dad? No, that's her grandparents.
I thought it was grandparents. I thought it was
the biological dad.
No, she went to the dad's house.
Yeah, the biological.
Yeah. She was going to see. She was going to see her dad.
Because I thought when they said you can go to New York, and I thought New York was where the dad's was, and then I thought that's where they went.
No, she said, "I know where I want to go." So I think in the book she goes to her dad's house.
Yeah, she went to the dad's house. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if you see at dad's house like the mum doesn't exist. Like it's the mum's as well, mum's house, right?
I didn't know. To be honest, I think I may have not missed that bit. I don't know whose egg was it. Was she just a surrogate?
Yeah, just a surrogate. Just a surrogate.
No, was she?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was her egg. I didn't know.
That's why her parents said that was our granddaughter because.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a surrogate.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Teeth. I hate her now even more. Oh my god.
Teeth, you know.
Teeth in bitch.
All right. That was little fires everywhere. Mike, are you up to date with Stargirl? I haven't watched it, so.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
What's it saying? Is it
anyone else watching it?
He's been watching a show, everyone.
Don't try, Mike. Don't try to bring someone else in. Talk about it.
No, but I don't want to sort of like I've accepted it for what it is. But it's all right. It's better than
what does that mean? What does that even mean?
Okay, so I haven't really been in the CW universe, but as a show, the first episode was decent enough for what it was and the special effects. But now it's all the character building stuff. And this is the bit that I think they've got a good balance sometimes, because there is moments where it's a bit frustrating, but you just have to accept they're kids, innit, with powers now. And but the villains are all good, innit? I think it's the story looks like it's going to be good. Episode 4 now, so I'm not going to do no spoilers for anyone, but yeah, it's all right. It's worth a watch if you're bored.
Welcome back, Mike. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm not gonna go in. Like, there's bits that piss me off, but I'm not gonna let it piss me off just yet. I'll let.
Like I said last week, guys, I definitely recommend it. I think it's a good watch.
Is there any stars from any other shows? Just like kind of trying to push the show. You know, usually when there's a new show, they might bring 1 or 2 stars from another kind of.
No, but Wilson Brothers in it. What's his name? Wilson. What's that guy's name?
Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
Luke Wilson. Yeah, he's in it. He's the only main character that you recognize.
I think the mum she's in some stuff as well. Like she's not a big actress, but she's been in other stuff. Like
okay.
Or were you talking about characters from other CW programs? Rich?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Oh, is that
no.
Yeah.
There's no
link.
There's no link with Arrow or
nothing like that.
Even though it's on the CW, it's not a CW show.
Yeah,
it's just they just got a distribution deal.
No, it's not part of the Arrowverse, basically.
No, it's not part of the
DC thing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, the special effects are better than the Flash.
Much better. Like I said to you, Mike, the first episode, the first scene, I was like, wow. I was like, nah, this has caught me.
Yeah. It was the special effects are better because it's the same people that did Swamp Thing, isn't it? It's like the DC thing, so you can see. Sometimes, like you can see where the quality is, but yeah, you just have to deal with some of the angst and shit that goes on in it.
It's still on alternative platforms, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you send my friend a link?
Bro. Yeah, Mike, send the link, please, because I watch it on something else.
Oh, do you know when you're okay? I was going to try and promote one, but I won't. It's too late.
Mike, you said Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started again?
Yeah, but you guys are waiting. Yeah, this is the last series. Was it series 7, 8?
7, yeah. Series 7.
So, is anyone else watching it?
I'm watching it.
So, if you follow the last, you follow the last one, like now they're in like some time loop sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I think because it's the last series, I think they're going to be sort of wrapping up bits from different episodes in previous series. I mean, that's what it's looking like because they've gone back in time and they've seen the guy that started Hydra.
Yeah.
So and then they had to sort of think, do we kill him now? But if they killed him, there would have been no S.H.I.E.L.D. in the future.
Yeah.
Because there's these other aliens that are trying to stop S.H.I.E.L.D. from ever forming by stopping S.H.I.E.L.D. forming. It's an interesting thing, but then they jump back to like one of the characters from Agent Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
And
I can't lie to you, man. I weren't happy that I didn't see Hayley Atwell in there, man.
Yeah, but he's still alive, so he might meet her in the future.
I'm hoping we see her in it. Man. Like,
But the episodes are good.
They have to give at least some significant cameo for this last season from the MCU. Do you know what I mean?
I reckon Nick Fury should be in it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but you don't know. They wrapped it up. But it was weird, like when you're watching some of these episodes when they jump in time with everything that's going on. You know, like it's just weird that like how it's in these episodes, like when they're talking about race and how we were treated and stuff, and it's just like, did they know all of this stuff was going to happen now, or were we just noticing it more because of what's?
I know it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, for real.
But it's definitely like a really good, it's entertaining series. Right?
They're barely having fun.
Definitely watch this series.
Yeah, they're barely having fun with this last season, man.
How many episodes this season?
I don't know. I'd say about 16, 13 maybe.
13.
Yeah.
I know the old was like 23, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's when series started realizing like we just don't need to do this much anymore.
Exactly.
So Mike, obviously you're the man for the show. Is it definitely worth catching up, like getting a quick breakdown of season?
Anyone else it is, Rich, but for you, it's up to you.
Yeah, I swear you was watching it, Rich. What happened?
He's done this so many times. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
I don't think you deserve it, man. So just stop watching it, innit?
No. Do you know
fight the funk.
No, do you know what it is, right? I started watching it, and I said to myself,
bro, just watch Black Lightning.
No, listen. They're you know when you're forcing a show, but it's obviously up for Avengers. They're forcing it. What's the point? It's like, is it really worth me watching? What's the point?
Did you not even see Ghost Rider in it?
I saw that.
Do you remember though? Wasn't it Richard that was gassing it up? It was, isn't it?
Yeah,
of course. That's like you were gassing Gotham. you remember?
No, you was the same one that gassed up Gotham and fell off a week later.
Yeah, because I realised my faults.
Oh, that awful program. Oh, yeah.
Mike watched it to the end, by the way.
All right.
I can't lie. The only thing I watched about Gotham was the very last scene when he become Batman, isn't it?
No, I haven't seen it. I only watched series 2.
And if that's not a spoiler, I don't know what is.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We all
Man
knew it was
said the
coming.
last thing in the last episode.
Was the
We all
only
knew it
good
was
part
coming,
of the
innit?
show.
Allow me, innit? Allow me. Everyone saw.
Like when
his,
no one knew Superman was gonna be Superman in Smallville.
Everyone saw.
Spoilers,
Everyone
spoilers.
saw his incomplete Batman suit. That all he just needed to really do is add pointy ears, and that was it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, come on now.
Because Catwoman saw that stuff like ages ago, innit? Like first season, Catwoman was about it.
Yeah.
What my name was.
Oh, that's it. Oh God, please. I'm shivering.
And then the only other thing that it's another I guess a superhero thing. It's coming out next week is Doom Patrol. I know you like watching that, Kel.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol. That's like a 10 out of 10 show.
Yeah, massive.
You know.
What?
Shut up, Mitch.
Rich?
You never watched it.
What?
So what? Okay, just on a quick one. Which is better, Doom Patrol or the other
Why
one?
would you say this? Why would you say this, Nate? What are you gonna say?
Doom Patrol.
Or no, what's the other one that you
You
like
say
watching?
Titans.
Titans.
Here we
Doom
go.
Patrol. Oh, Doom Patrol.
Yeah, to be fair,
Doom
Doom
Patrol.
Patrol. Yeah, Doom
Yeah,
Patrol.
Doom Patrol's better. Yeah.
It deserves it.
You know what? Sorry, quickly. But that's one thing about Stargirl, yeah? You see what's pissing me off is like,
There
why
he
did
goes.
the Titans take so long to make the Titans, yeah? And Stargirl's already got Justice League in like...
Yeah, Stargirl, it moves quick. That's one thing I like about Stargirl. It moves quick. Like, it's not like, oh, maybe in episode 20, she'll find out. Nah, it's like, it's that episode. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I like about Stargirl. It's quick. Like, it's not
And they
long.
said that he's still going to have Green Lantern in this series.
Yeah.
So,
What episode
making
is
me
it?
wanna watch it
Are we up to now?
I think I
that's
might
what I was
watch it
thinking.
now, mate.
4 or 5.
Stargirl's episode 6 was released yesterday in America.
I didn't know
I've got
Gio was going to
I've got
be
a
in
little
it.
binge then. That's good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, might have
It's
to
big.
watch it now.
No, Merv, it's
have
big.
you not
Like,
watched it yet?
you like it.
You could have said that from the beginning, you know. I would have watched it straight away.
Sorry, what episodes have you not watched then?
I watched 1 to 5. I watched 1 to 5.
So you've not... Because it comes out every Monday.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen the last one yet. I haven't seen the last one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen this week's one. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's all right as well. Some other characters that you didn't know were people in this episode. So yeah, it's a fun watch.
All right, cool.
Can I
Sorry, Merv.
can I make a recommendation that I don't know if anyone's seen it, but Upload is a really good, fun and refreshing TV series on Amazon Prime.
I watched a bit of that. That's like the Good Place? What was it? Do you know that the Happy Place? And these people died and they thought it was in heaven.
I've never seen that, you know. Never seen it.
Yeah, it's got Kristen Bell. But it's the same sort of concept because that's what everyone's comparing. Because I watched the first episode and I thought it's just like this thing where everyone dies and it's a perfect.
It's
world.
weird. I think if you're not gripped onto it, then you might fall off straight away. But I was like, no, I need to know more. And especially the way it ended, I'm like, I definitely need to know more because they're going to have a season 2. So I'm like, yeah. But I think the first episode is like 45 minutes or an hour, and then the rest is like 28 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Was it uploaded yet? What's it called? Upload.
Upload.
Okay, I'll get onto that.
Amazon Prime.
And it's weird because it seems like one of these happy TV series that it's just like you'll see something on 5 Star or something, and it's like it's got some dark humour to it, man. Do you know what I mean? Something so bright looking. Something so bright looking. It's proper like it's not for kids. They're definitely not for kids.
Yeah. Okay. It's Hannah back on Amazon Prime. I think
that's coming back either this week or next week.
Yeah, that was a big.
Yeah, Hannah's big, man.
Yeah, that was big.
Hannah's big.
All right. Just before we finish, just want to another shout out to the Fully Geek ladies. Make sure you follow them on their socials and stuff like that. Pick them up. I just do that because I know they won't big us up, but it's all good enough.
They never big us up. They never big us up. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not about hate. It's about love out here. Man, it's been a bit of a long pod. but it's episode 49 and a half, 49.5.
Special.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna entitle this one "Hurt People, Hurt People." But anyway, gang, till next week.
Yeah, man, next week.
All right.
Big up.